effect against Kareem Sadiq. Not so on this occasion.
Yeah, we got the feeling he just wanted to get off that globe, didn't he? It's like horrible as a batsman.
You want to be using your variations, your slower balls. You can't be running up and bowling one pace. That's where you want to be, but it's a no ball. Would you believe it? Crunch game. You would have talked about minimizing the extras. Cardinal sin.
And this is where Kabul Eagles have been so good up until, well, we're only 7 balls or 8 balls into the game, so it's a bit early. But they've been so good and so disciplined and played well as a side. So this is unusual from them. So hopefully it's not a sign of things to come for them.
They definitely put more effort into the delivery. I talked about trying to get it up into the rib cage, so that was the method of attack. And the no ball hasn't been for the front foot, it's been for cutting the popping crease, the return crease, I should say. But he's come back well, trying to bowl the Yorker, and Hazratullah can't take advantage. So it was very good umpiring. You cannot cross, or the bowler cannot cross that return crease. And he's picked it up. Really good stuff from the umpire. Tough to look there, as well as then focus your eyes back into the business area. Takes a great amount of skill and practice and experience.
I was just about to say, is that the best piece of umpiring you've ever seen? Because he's bowling wide, obviously back foot. It's hard enough looking at the front foot and then looking up to see what the decision is. So great piece of umpiring.
There we go. Well, he stays leg side of the ball, does Hazratullah. We've seen that in the tournament. Doesn't like to get in line outside that off stump. Clears that front leg. There we see it. And wafts the batted one outside the off stump. So if you're bowling at him and pitching it up, that technique's fine. Then he'll hit you all day long, straight and through the leg side. But if you're prepared to vary it, bowl at his rib cage and also get it outside that off stump, it doesn't look so convincing.
I'll tell you one bloke who will have picked up on this, and that's Gus Logie. I've noticed him going about his work this tournament. He's a very astute guy, and he'll get a message out there and tell him that. But it's sat there the other night watching Gus Logie, and he's working away, analysing each player and working out little game plans for every batsman, which is not easy because, you know, you come in as a foreign coach and you've got such a short period of time to try and get to know the players in your own side, let alone the players in the other side. So he's done really well there, and obviously done his homework here as well.
Oh, down the ground. It's going to beat mid off, and it's going to go for another boundary. And another no ball. Well, he's under pressure here in this first over. Can't believe it. Looking with his hands on his hips, looking at the umpire as Fareed Malik. This will give us an indication. There he is, veers away from the umpire. And have a look at this. Does it cross the line? Yes, it does. And therefore, he's made the right call.
It really is fantastic umpiring. I'm not sure if I'd see that if I was umpiring, mate. How's he looking there? Because what you got to bear in mind is not only does he have to look at the front foot, he's got to look up and then make a decision. LBW, all the rules that affect that. Is he outside the line? Is the ball going down over the top? Did he get a hit on it? So he's got all those things to consider. And whilst doing that, he's looking at the back foot. Man of the match, this umpire.
You talked about Gus Logie and coaches doing their homework. Umpires have to do the same thing. They know what to look for in certain bowlers and where their strengths and weaknesses are. So he would know that this bloke has done it in the tournament thus far. So he'll be focusing on that area. Oh, there we go. Now what's happened there? It's gone onto the stump, so he's out. But it was a free hit, so that's not going to be an issue. But it's a short delivery. He really doesn't like it there, does Hazratullah. It's come off the elbow, I think, the inside of the elbow onto the stumps. So it was a free hit, just to reiterate. So there's no damage there. He's not out. But he did look very ungainly in trying to negotiate that. There goes the magic spray. It's more on the inside, round about that forearm and elbow area. It does look in a huge amount of discomfort, does Hazratullah. But he doesn't like it short, that's for sure. He likes it when you pitch it up in his areas. But as soon as there's a bit of pace on it and you follow him and into his ribs, he doesn't look the same player.
Well, there's no... pretty obvious why you're an international captain for as long as you were, Alistair. It's he picked up on that very early in the piece, and you've worked out that he's got that one area when you're up, pitched up and at the stumps, he's quite happy to hit that down the ground. Anything outside that, a bit wider, he doesn't move his feet, and obviously not that keen on anything in his body either. So well picked up, Alistair.
We've had the benefit of being in here day in, day out, seeing the same players while you've been relaxing by the pool at the hotel, you coaches. We do all the hard yards here, you know.
I'm not sure that's... I could be a lot of things levelled at me on this trip, but I'm not sure that's one of them. I've been coach. I've been up here in the commentary box. I've been serving drinks around the pool. I've even had a think about driving the security cars into the ground. So just maybe not quite as astute as you, Alistair. I just need to get that experience under my belt.
Amateur psychologist. You've held us together. You've been the glue, actually. Oh, you can't be bowling there. Not good enough, really. You know exactly what your plans are. And he's run up and bowled one right in the slot again for Hazratullah. 2 overs bowled, 17 for none. Very expensive and long second over that from Farid Malik. Cutting the return crease twice. The umpire picked up on it, so 2 no balls. Right, so Kareem Sadiq bowled his second over. This was the boundary of the last ball of the previous over. Nice square drive, but you'd have to say right in his hitting areas. Kareem Sadiq, he just seems so innocuous. Crabs up to the crease like a spider or a crab, and just seems to hit such good areas.
But look at him, he's ready to go. He's not giving the batsman any time to settle. He's a little hustler.
Oh, what a shot. Really good shot. Didn't try and hit it too hard. Timed it to perfection through the gap on the offside.
Well, I think the saving grace for the batsman there was that one actually bounced. A lot of those deliveries that we've seen, they haven't been bouncing, and that just kicked on and enabled him to get the pace on it to slot it through that gap. So it was a good shot.
In the third over, now on 21 already, the Bandar Amir Dragons are off to a good start. He's a good player. Javed Ahmadi. He's had a few innings in this tournament when he's looked superb. He's 6 off 5. Hazratullah now on strike, 13 off 13. Took a blow in the previous over, and his first over against Kareem Sadiq wasn't very convincing at all. How's he going to negotiate these next 2 balls? It's got to be a single. It's got to be a run. Surely the man on the edge of the circle. Took an age to get there, and he wasn't bothered with calling the single and getting down the other end. Again, just happy to prod it back to the bowler. 2 dot balls to end the over. 3 bowled, 22 for none. So they're 22 for none. Javed Ahmadi, 6 off 5, 13 off 15 for Hazratullah. Kareem Sadiq has bowled 2 overs, none for 8. Farid Malik bowled the first over, and he's not going to be used again. Most runs in the Shpageeza Cricket League thus far, 216 for the GP Kabul Eagles captain Ashkar Stanikzai. Vusi Sabanda, 208 for him. He had to retire hurt in the previous game with an injury, hamstring injury. It'll be interesting to see if he takes his place in the final. Isanullah Janat as well for the Knights. I've been really impressed with him. There's all the time in the world. Lovely time of a cricket ball, and hits it a country mile as well. Right, so Kareem Janat has played all 6 games, 9 wickets. Look at that average and economy rate. Anything around about that 7, 7.5, you're doing really well. 3 wickets in an innings on one occasion.
I don't know about you, Cambo, but for me, this is a battle between the two captains. I really think that it's going to come down to that. I know we've got this first inning to consider, but the second innings, I think it's going to be see how Stanikside takes on Rashid and what he does there.
Up in the air, there is protection on the leg side. He really made a lot of effort to get there very quickly. Really good effort.
You don't want to be, you certainly don't want to be letting these the Bandimere Dragons get a big total. I mean, with the brilliance of Rashid there, you don't want to be having to chase too many because you know his 4 overs aren't going to go for too many. So imperative that the Eagles keep this down to a chaseable total.
Abdullah Sayed was the man on the mid-wicket boundary. Kept it down to just 1. Yeah, you're so right. Tactics, psychology and reverse psychology, all of those play a huge part in crunch games. It's not only the skills at play of the individual players, but it's how the captain harnesses them, how he uses them, and at what point in the game he decides to use them. And those will all be going through Ashkar Stanikside's mind at this stage, getting his field right. He's also got to consider where and when he's going to bowl his bowlers. And he's taking his time, he really is, in these first few overs, making sure he's got them exactly where he wants them. You need to make sure you don't leak too many in the power play overs. There we go, there's that short one. He's only medium pace, is Karim Janat, but immediately to Hazratullah, digging one in.
It's been interesting with Stanikside, hasn't it? I mean, when I got here, obviously I'm trying to do my research as a coach, and everyone said he was an outstanding captain. But maybe, the one thing that was in doubt was his batting up to and should he be selected the side? But, he's now the leading run scorer and obviously a fantastic captain as well. So leading run scorer so far in the tournament, and captaincy, obviously his strong suit. So he's having a wonderful tournament and, well, I guess cementing his place as a captain of the future.
Change of pace, that from Karim Janat. So tried the short one into the ribs, then the little off-cutter. There again, another short one, pulled away. There is protection out there. Couple of bounces. Just doesn't look at all convincing when it is in that area, Hazratullah. Have a look at this. Doesn't get in good positions because he's giving himself room. He sort of closes himself off, unable to free the arms, and sort of scrunches up when he does play. It doesn't free the arms. If he's got aspirations of playing at a higher level, which I'm sure he does have, he's just going to have to work on these little weaknesses and make sure that he gets in the nets, gets a lot of balls, because on faster pitches, better opposition, he's going to have to be a little better. Ah, there's a really, really good shot. Timing to perfection. Just clipped it off the hips and raced away to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, comfortably the shot of the day so far. That was dug in. It didn't really bounce. I just think that the Eagles are getting, they've obviously gone with the short tactic here, and it's just getting, I find it's getting a little bit predictable, Cambo. I mean, I think if you're going to go short, that's great, but you've got to mix it up with some other stuff. These batsmen we're onto it up here, so down there they'll be onto it, and they'll get the feeling that their short ball's coming, so they've got to mix it up.
6 off the over, 4 bowled, 28 for none. Tendai Chitara, leading wicket taker for the Bandamia Dragons. We'll see him in the second half of this innings. 13 for him, and Zahir Khan for the Mr. Ainak Knights. That's courtesy of 5 for 19 in that playoff game. What a spell of bowling that was. There's leg spinners, googlies, change of pace. Really a spinner for the future. But between Rashid Khan and Tendai Chitara really do have some of the better bowlers in the tournament, do the Paragon Dragons. So if they can get a score on the board here, they do have some firepower insofar as their bowling to defend.
Yeah, we think they've just got 8 banker overs. As a captain, there's nothing better than knowing you've got 8 overs. So, oh, fantastic shot there. He's got that fine. And it was obviously there for the sweep, but he's just got it fine to that man at short fine leg. Great stop there.
Too straight from Kareem Sadiq. So able to get it round the corner. The umpire signalling leg buys. I thought initially as well there was a little underage on it. Just got to be careful that it doesn't get too straight to the left-hander, Kareem Sadiq. I see his method. He doesn't want to allow Hazratullah to free his arms at all. But there's a fine line with this new ball because it's not really a great amount of turns. It tends to just slide on with the arm. All right, so Javed Ahmadi, he's on strike, 11 off 8. He's looked very good out there. Thus far, he's only faced 8 deliveries, 21 for Hazratullah. There we go. Oh, really good batsmanship. Set his stall out early, took guard outside the leg stump, very nearly threaded it through the offside for 4.
A great piece of cricket there. I mean, he's changed his attack. He's gone and batted a foot outside leg. What the bowler's bowled a good delivery, and he's played a good shot, but a fantastic bit of fielding. Great cricket all round.
Good stuff. They've got to make sure they sharpen the field, the GP Kabul Eagles, saving every run, and when the opportunity is presented for a catch or a run out, they've got to take it because those so often change the course of games. Captain leading from the front on that occasion. Stifled appeal, but to no avail. Decent over that again from Kareem Sadiq. 5 bowled, 32 for none.
Kareem Janat, balling Kareem Janat.
Silence in the silence. 32 for no loss after 5 overs. One more over in the power play. And there's the bowlers there. All bowled pretty well. Janat, of course, he's been brilliant. Karim Sadiq has been very, very good, very miserly. And Malik, who's been hurt for 1 over. Okay, Dean Jones, Ed Ransford with you. And top edge. And that always goes over the top of the keeper. And only jogging through there. So the Paragon Dragons just need to get the foot down here, it seems to me. Ed, how are you, mate?
Dino, Professor Dino. I think they're okay. 33 without loss. What has happened before the Paragon Dragons is that they tend to lose too many wickets up front and they've got nothing in the middle and nothing at the end. So leave these men to go about their business and maybe explode through that middle period and really set up a total for their bowlers. We've spoken about how good their bowlers are. Give them to something to bowl at 150 maybe. Rashid Khan, Tendai Chitara, that is 8 overs that you need to get out the way. I know you're a man in green.
Australia, yep. Big hit over the top by the Paragon Dragons. Has it carried? It might just plug here. It might just stop. No, it's gone in for a Shpageeza.
4 runs. There's an MTN 4. Up in the air. Went a very long way. He doesn't leave anything in the tank, does he? That's half the kitchen sink. And gets half the job done. 4 runs.
First one he's really pitched up on off stump and he's backed himself with his skills there. Hazratullah. Want to bowl a short one, I think. They've got to keep bowling short. Yes. Oh! Boom! Don't bowl there to me. Big Shpageeza.
Shpageeza! Straight over square leg. Give the umpire a bit of exercise. Stretch those arms. Out the middle of the bat. The left-hander, he loves it in that region. Oh, yes, I'll have some of that.
He still needs to work on it. He's not really watching it straight onto the bat. He just swung a little bit widely. That's what he's been doing, and he got that one away there. Just watch his head. He loads up. So he takes his eyes off the ball a little bit. And interestingly, Ricky Ponting did the same thing in the last couple of years of his career. And he's still good enough to score over 14 Test cricket, but you can't get away with it. I think Alistair Campbell was saying, can't get away with that in Test cricket, because once they know you've got a weakness on your back foot, Ed, you're a fast bowler, you smell blood in the water. But that's a big six.
Mate, we bowl bounces. As many as we can. Yeah. International cricket, the way the game is progressing so quickly, so much technology. Everybody's watching everybody. Everybody knows what stats are flying around, and everybody wants to limit the best players from affecting anything against the better players.
Yeah, it was a big six indeed. There it is there. Takes his eyes off it, swings away, hits in the middle of the bat and goes away. So the Paragon Dragons off to a nice little fly. Just a little reminder, Ed, that if you're looking to go to Australia, migrate to Australia, Paragon are the people to go and see. There've been some wonderful owners of the franchises, and Paragon's one of them. There's one of the MTN sponsors, Azizi Bank, and of course, and Paragon are very good and secured investments and big infrastructure projects.
Right on.
No run there. And the reason why I keep bringing it up, Ed, is that the Paragon boys are trying to build a massive international airport in Melbourne. And that will be a huge coup for Australians, and particularly my town, Melbourne. So they're investing money everywhere, and particularly helping Afghanis to migrate to Australia. So all the best for them. So back to the game. 43 for no loss. 2 balls to go. Power play. Little work on the leg side. Just one.
Yeah, the longer Hasratullah stays out there, the more damaging he can be. And that's what is going to create a lot of tension for us, Gastanasai, because these bowlers are going to have to try something different. And when you try something different, you're going to err from a plan, and he's going to smash you. But that's what he needs to be thinking about, especially because they've not been able to get enough runs on the board for the likes of Chatara and Rashid Khan to be good. The men in yellow lost to think about the GP Kabul Eagles.
Really good over there for Paragon Dragons here. Can they finish it off? Oh, it's a nice drive. Oh, he doesn't get one there. So that'll complete the power play. 6 overs gone. Paragon Dragons 44 without loss. Power play is finished here. It's the eliminator or qualifying 2 final, and they're 44 for no loss. Now, wickets in hand, Ed, you know that means danger, danger for the Kabul Eagles or any team for that matter. And here's some of the highlights here. They tried to bounce him early, and a lovely little cover drive or square drive through for 4. Karim Sadiq was fantastic. That was his only mistake in 18 balls, and then all of a sudden Hasratullah started to take over and started to find his mojo, and they ended up getting a very, very healthy score of 44 for no loss. So now can they capitalise on it now? That's the key. Now this game is 50-50 at the moment. It was a good start by the Eagles, but now Paragon are just fighting back a little. Oh, an inside edge and quick single, and if that's it, it's out. Oh, it missed by, the size of Alistair Campbell's wallet. It just missed that leg stump.
Risky run. Ball watching was Hasratullah, and a good throw by Richmond Mutumbami He was gone for all money. But what was important about that run is that he didn't actually change his line of running. Sometimes these players try and affect the ball hitting the body. So fair enough to Hasratullah. He just kept running the same line that he had picked.
If he changed his running and the ball hit him, he would have been out obstruction in the field. That's the new laws of the game. So he absolutely spot on what you're saying, Ed. Well, beautifully fielded. Oh, brilliant stuff.
Throwing his body all over the ground here. To the left. Hashmat. Backward point. What a crucial area that is.
Little things, isn't it? It keeps him on strike. And all of a sudden, we get a chance to get a guy out maybe the next ball. It changes the momentum of the match. Little things like that. Your defensive skills. So it's a real good battle at the moment. The Kabul Eagles, a very organised cricket team. You can very, very well prepared. Oh, top edge. Someone's there. Should be out and is out. First wicket, first blow, and you can thank that man behind point, Hashmatullah, for that brilliant piece of fielding.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a wait because there was some good cricket. The umpires want to check something here. Do they want to check the no ball? It's a good catch. And this is the new sense of the game now. You have to make sure that everything's covered. The excitement is gone of the wicket being taken. Now you got to wait and see if the man is actually out. Where's the emotion, Dino? Let's have a look. Oh, what are you having a look at?
Well, because his foot's close to the front line now. The back foot looks okay there. So the back foot looks all right. Top edge. Just trying to line this up for you and get it synced for you at home. So we might have to look at the reverse side. Let's have a look. Oh, now. Oh dear, because the big foot there.
Hasratullah, get out of the way.
There's a bit of doubt in here. We might have to have a look at that front foot now. Did anything go behind the line? Gee, it's not really square there. And well, what do you reckon, Ed?
See Hasratullah just looking down and probably just went to the umpire and said, it's a fair call. I want to have a look if that was a no ball. My partner's out here. We need runs. We need to get in the final. Oh, the umpires are giving him out here or what? Saying, hold on.
Well, I don't know what the umpire's doing here. We have to wait for the on-field umpires to find out what the third umpire's going. So there's a bit of confusion here. I tell you what, he's giving him out. So that's fair enough too, because the benefit of the doubt of the new ICC says the bowler gets the benefit of the doubt now. And so Javed Amari goes for 13. It's 45 for 1. Farid Malik coming on. Oh, and that was close to a no ball there with that back foot. He does go a little bit wide on that last one there. Gets off the mark. Got a big wicket. Good piece of fielding to set up that wicket too. And that back foot there, just, again, the top edge.
Yeah, top edge, and third man does the rest. Searching for a wicket, the GP Kabul Eagles, and they finally do it.
So Farid Malik has got a bit of a problem with his back foot, maybe touching the return crease there. And neck one too. There it is there. I called it the ball before, and the umpire's got him on this occasion. Your foot cannot even touch the line on the side there. Let's have a little look. There it is there. You can see. It's his left foot is the problem, not his front foot.
Cutting the return crease. Confirmation. Confirmation from the umpire, cutting the return crease. Man, that is massive.
Big no ball. Now, we know he likes it short, goes cow corner. Maybe if he bowls a slow ball, he'll be hit for a Shpageeza. Particularly if it's short. He needs to bowl it full at off stump, middle stump Yorker here. He's just a little bit out of sync here. Farid, let's see what happens. No ball, free hit. There it is. Someone's there, but it's a Sororliza.
Yeah, it's been an untidy over for Farid Malik. He has got a wicket. He's cut the return crease and also had a bit of indecision whether the wicket was actually one to stand or not, and then bowls a free hit. And this is what Hasratullah does. He'll make you pay. Got nothing to lose at this point. Just have a good old-fashioned hoik.
Yeah, you were good at those, Ed. Big, muscly man, a beautiful man with the bat. Nice little work on the leg side. So he's away. Hasratullah, who was struggling at one stage, he was what, do you have 15 off 25 balls, 28 balls. So end of the over, it's 52 for 1. Favourite number, Ed, 52 for 1.
Why is that your favourite number?
52 tests, same as Sir Donald Bradman, 52 weeks in a year, 52 cards in a pack, 52. Gus Logie, 52 test matches for the West Indies, who's the coach of the Kabul Eagles. And there it is there, got a maiden early, and of course one up there at 15 and one there at 13, but they've had a little bit of control there, Kabul Eagles. Come on, have a go at me. Come on now, don't stop now, Ed. What's up?
Are you 52?
I'm 52 tests as well. Not 50. I wish I was 52 years old. The things we used to get up to 4 years ago. Now this boy here, this is fantastic. This is why I love the captaincy of Asghar. He's a 16-year-old boy, fresh from the under-19 leg spinner, Kayas. Fantastic prospect for the future of Afghanistan Premier League.
Just to compliment you on what you're saying here, Dino, is that no one would have seen him. Totally left field selection into the game.
I saw him 30 minutes ago. Not a problem, we have seen him. Leg break, straight on the money, no nerves there at all, well bowled. Leggies have done well in this tournament. Another 2 changes in this team. They had 3 changes yesterday, Kabul, and they're prepared to play some young kids. This is great captaincy from Asghar, giving them a chance.
He said that at the toss. He wants to give these young players and expose them to pressure situations. That's good leadership from Asghar Asghar. Transition.
I tell you what, there's no nerves at all. No nerves there at all. Just a little bit over the perpendicular for me for the first couple of balls. So I'd like his arm to be at like at 12 o'clock, not at 11 o'clock on the dial. That's pitching outside leg. So with that action, he's more likely to bowl a lot of wrong-uns and top spinners than leg spinners.
A little bit of an appeal. Are you sure that's not pitching on leg stump, Dino?
No, it's not. It's pitching outside leg.
Okay.
There's a difference. There's a difference. If it was on leg, he would have been out. Short. I'll get one down the ground. All this talent like Rashid Khan, Zahi, Zahir Khan, this young boy coming through, the third umpire and the match referees there. I tell you what, they've done a great job, boys. Congratulations on a great performance up to now. Really enjoyed your efforts with the umpires in this tournament. Nice little work behind. They'll make another one there. So they're having a bit of a look at him, not taking a risk. Oh, now that might be off the pad. I might get a couple here. And they will. He'll come back. Leg buys, I would think. And it is. And that should conclude his first over. Well bowled, young man. 58 for 1.
Our fighter Sigi, Pato Runuki, Pakpandos Minister Saraki, Opandos, Yolo Fala was the lady. Atapandos Mandi, Yolo Fala was the our fighter Sigi. Balar Abdullah Balik Saraji Abdullah.
Syed Abdullah to come on now to bowl from the city end. And been very good, hasn't he? He's had a couple of matches here. He's got a good run, 3 wickets in 2 matches. Brilliant. Economy, anything under 7, folks, or 7.5 is brilliant in any form of the game in T20 cricket, that's for sure. So he gets a chance to bowl to Shahidullah, who hasn't quite got himself in yet. Looks like they're building their innings around Hazratullah. Slow ball first up. They take a quick single. Good response.
Just balanced is where the game is at right now. I think just waiting for that moment where the whole situation will swing one way or the other. Bit of momentum. Good variation from Syed Abdullah. Just waiting for, I think there's just, it's either a big over on the horizon or maybe 1 or 2 wickets or indecision. Something just needs to give as we approach that halfway stage. Just so you can get a bit of momentum into those last 5 overs.
Well, he's done him again in pace. So, as we've seen a lot of times, need a batsman the glue to hold it together and get little cameos from other people. And Hazratullah now looks like he's put his stool out, or he said, right, I will play the link man. I'll just keep getting run a ball. Maybe my strike rate's 110, but you need the other batsman doing the hard work. Oh, he gets one down the ground.
16 runs in the last 3 overs for 1 wicket. So definitely has slowed up. As Gastanasai, he slowed that run flow. This is why I'm feeling as if it's getting a little bit jittery for these 2 batsmen, Shahidullah and Hazratullah. 34 and 37, off 37 and 4 off 4.
Oh, well bowled. Very well bowled. That's right. So there's a change up. He thought he was going to bowl a slow one, and then he backed away. He had 3 thoughts of going at that. Had a bit of a nibble. But you're right, Ed. But look likely after 10 overs, the Paragon Dragons are likely to be around about 70. So for them to score 170, which I think is par on the score, they've got to go 100 runs, 10 and over the last 10 overs. And that's going to be difficult. That'll be a wide. That's a wide in most games.
Yeah, just lost it at the last moment. Just the wrist breaking. If you get us just over there, look at that wrist. Man, he's nearly bowled it on the other pitch.
Can I just say, is that good footwork by the keeper there? For a ball that was so wide, he made it look quite easy to get that ball. So that was well done to him there. The keeper, of course, is Richmond.
Extra delivery in the over. Cut away. This should go for 4. Yes, it will. That's what the extra delivery will present. This will annoy the captain. Ill discipline as you're really stemming the run flow. Now you give an easy ball to put away.
Yeah, a bit of width there, and now he's on 180 runs now in this series. Good strike rate of 122. Shpageeza got 8 wickets as well. He's up there, maybe up there with Karim Sadiq to maybe get the player of the tournament. So he's had a very good tournament. Won a match for them under pressure when they lost 2 wickets for no runs. Played a different style of game. Played the glue, the role models, stuck it in there, and he works it down to third man for 1. So that'll end the 9th over. It's 66 for 1.
Our fighter Jiggy, Panahoro, Osh Pitaman, Yellow Guy to the Lady. Sax Pitaman, Yellow Guy to the Lady. Our fighter Jiggy. The Lasamo the Para Kais falling Karaji Kais.
The most runs in the Shpageeza Cricket League, of course, Askar there, 216, and let's have a little look there. Shpageeza getting up there as well. Nice off drive for 1.
This is good by the Dragons. What they've tended to do is try to hit themselves out of trouble, especially when the runs really dry up. They try and really play that big unnecessary shot instead of just knocking it around and really putting pressure on the over to really allow the bowler to maybe try and close off the over with the magic delivery.
Long one! Well, just when you say, well, knock it around, let's have a Shpageeza.
A young man put under pressure. Just the thought of the singles and when was the big shot coming? Here it is, Azizi Bank, Shpageeza.
Yeah, he bowled in an area where he can free his arms up. If he bowled it more middle and leg, might have been better for him. Oh, he's looking to go big again down the ground. So now they got 3 balls here before the halfway mark to get it up to 80. Only 1 wicket down. Wow, now you got a chance to maybe get 175. Beautiful 6, wasn't it? Good clean hit. The youngsters under some pressure. We'll work on the leg side. Looking for 2, running the first one hard. And they're coming back now. Misfield, good pressure, good running.
Yeah, for the first time, Hashatullah is also now striking it better than a runner ball. Finally, we're seeing something positive from the Dragons, and now a little bit of pressure on the Kabul Eagles.
He's been good though, Kayers. He's still prepared to toss it up. He really is good. Wonderful prospect here. And he gets a dot ball there. So 1 more ball to go. He's got the wrong and he's got the leg break. Very difficult art made easy by some of these kids. They're 16, 17 years of age. Rashid and of course Zahir and this boy here. It's fantastic to see them. We'll get 1 on the offside. So we're halfway through the game. It's the eliminator, folks. And the Paragon Dragons are 77 for 1.
That's the current partnership. 32 of 23 deliveries. Alistair Campbell and him Hollyoak in the booth for you now. Thank you very much to Dean Jones and Ed Rainsford for taking you through the last 5 overs or so. Shpageeza 13 off 11. Hazratullah 41 off 39. So 77 for 1. Very, very handily placed here. The Paragon Dragons, they should be able to kick on and get somewhere round about that Wow, 180 mark. When you're only one down after 10 overs, surely you can back yourself to get 10 and over in the last 10. It probably won't all come like that. Very difficult to score consistently at 10 and over, but you'll back yourself to have a couple of big overs, particularly towards the back end.
As always, straight on the money, Cambo. It's yeah, they're in a good position here. Obviously, we know they've got those two banker bowlers in their armoury. Dot ball there. They've got their two banker bowlers in the armoury, so they'll be wanting to post a competitive total is all they need. But 1 for 77 is a good base. Hasratulu, who's on 41 of 39. He's got to try and bat through, I think. Stay positive, and the other batsmen are coming in around him, try and go hard. If they could post any sort of a total, they've got those two wonderful bowlers who are, bowlers of the tournament so far. It's going to rely on the other dot ball and the other 12 overs from the other three bowlers or four, whatever combination of bowlers they choose to go with. So very well placed at the moment, the Paragon Dragons.
Yeah, invariably, if you want to get a big score, you need somebody to go on and get 70, 80, 100 would be great, but Hasratullah has done all the hard work now. He needs to try and score another 30 or 40, but those need to come off probably 20 deliveries. And if he does that and gets to 80, his team will definitely be able to get that 170, 180 we're talking about. Very difficult, though, for new batsmen to come in and to start straight away, take the attack to the bowling. From a GP Eagles perspective, though, they need a wicket. But Hasratullah, he's been really good. He's taken a fair share of blows as well. They've tried to work him out, have the GP Eagles bowlers, but they've managed to stay on top of the batsmen thus far, and this is just indication of the NTN4s that have been hit thus far. Oh, he's picked that. He's picked that. That's gone a country mile. A short arm jab, and it's hit ferociously through mid-wicket for Shpageeza.
That's almost knocked the advertising hoarding down there. There's a gentleman up there on the advertising hoarding looking very dapper, very debonair, and it's almost knocked him over. He just got hold of it, didn't he? It was just there. It was lucky. Sometimes when you're batting, you have a suspicion you know what's coming. It just had that air about it. He looked like he knew what was coming, and he was just there waiting for it. Almost like a baseball shot.
There have been some very well-disguised slower balls in the tournament thus far. Unfortunately, on that occasion from Sayyid Abdullah, it wasn't one of those occasions. And he was able just to set himself and absolutely poleaxed it over mid-wicket. It went nice and flat and really cannoned into the advertising boards. Oh, no, you haven't, Sayyid Abdullah. It was the right idea. Great slower ball bouncer, but another no ball. You can't help but think that this is going to come back and bite the GP Kabul Eagles. Front foot, it's got to have something behind the line. That looks like it's on the line. And therefore, it'll be a free hit. By my count, I think that's fifth or sixth no ball of this innings. Unbelievable stuff.
Well, it doesn't matter, Camber. 5 or 6 is way too many. I mean, this side, this Kabul Eagles have been so disciplined throughout this tournament, and Gus Logie will be pulling his hair out down there.
Well, he gets away with it. Won't concede a 4 or a 6. It'll just be a single. Right, so end of the over. 86 for 1. A healthy crowd building up here for this encounter, this must-win encounter. Whoever wins it goes through to the finals against the Misse Ainak Knights, and that'll be tomorrow here from the Kabul International Cricket Stadium. But all to play for in this game, and at the moment, just with their noses in front, you'd have to say, the Bande Amir Paragon Dragons. They're looking really, really good, healthily poised to post a big total. Kareem Sadiq is the man into the attack. He's bowled 3 overs so far, so he will bowl his last over, and that will be the 12th over of the innings.
Yeah, I'm not a gambling man, mate. But at the moment, I mean, I know the T20 changes so quickly, but the Dragons really are in a very good position, you know. They've got their base, they've got 88 runs on the board, and of course they've got those 2 wonderful bowlers. Another dot ball there. They just, they've got a great platform with us to launch for these next 9 overs and really put the game out of reach for the Eagles.
Bowled in, Kareem Sadiq. If you had to bet on somebody to take a wicket to change the game, you wouldn't bet against this man. He's done it so often in the tournament thus far. Dislodges the middle stump, the perfect change of pace, the perfect Yorker, and he's got a much needed wicket because the dangerous Hazratullah is going to have to depart.
Yeah, well, he sort of postured up here towards the commentary box as if he knew what I was talking about, Cambo. I've got a little shaky in my seat here. I was a bit nervous. He's like saying, forget that, Hollyoak. We've got a bit of fight left in us yet, the Eagles.
Such a fascinating game, this T20 cricket. We're just talking up the Paragon Dragons. Hazratullah stayed around, they should get a big total. Well, that's all been changed now because Hazratullah's gone. Kareem Sadiq has made the breakthrough, and Ramat Shah is the new batsman for the Paragon Dragons. A stylish right-hander. Scored some runs in the last game, looked really good as well. Have a look at that for a change of pace. He wasn't expecting it and lost his middle stump. Straight away he's down the wicket is Ramat Shah. Just be the single, but showing his intent early on.
Yeah, coming up with a bit of form in the last game, so obviously confident shot straight to get off the mark.
Shahidullah has 17 from 18 deliveries with that single. So he's now been passed the baton from Hazratullah. He's got to make sure that he takes the bowling on. He makes sure that he sets his stall out to try and get 50 or 60. He's going to have to get a move on though. He's been there for quite a while. Oh, just eludes the man at extra cover. Valiant effort, you'd have to say, but another single. But a terrific over this from Kareem Sadiq. He's got the all-important wicket, 91 for 2. Those four stats in a must-win game in a huge crunch game. 4 overs, 1 for 13. And bear in mind, he bowled 3 of those overs in the power play.
Well, they're match-winning figures, aren't they? I mean, you've done your bit as a bowler. You just got to hope the rest of the bowlers and the batsmen do their job, because 4 overs, 1 for 13 doesn't get any better than that in a T20 game. They're dream figures.
A stylish player is Ramat Shah. He hasn't really come to grips with the tournament thus far, showed glimpses of what he's capable of doing in the previous game for the Bandi Almea Paragon Dragons, but have a look at that. Textbook stuff.
You can tell they're really good players, can't you, Cambo? Just by the amount of time they've got on the ball, limited economical movements. Just has that air of class about him. Just 3 off 3 balls, off to a nice start, set himself a base to get a big score without really taking any risks, and just by just doing it with class.
This is in the gap. He should push him, Ramat Shah. Yeah, he'll come back for 2. Nicely placed by Shahidullah. Just opened the face at the last minute to try and get a bit better placement, and he did it perfectly. And good running as well from Ramat Shah. Would have been easy just to jog through and give it away, but he really put pressure on the fielder, and at the last minute the fielder looking up makes the fumble and allows them to get through easily. I'll tell you what, he was down quite a long way, was Ramat Shah. He had a shy at the stumps. And well, it might have been close if it had been a director. I tell you what, he was a bit nonchalant in placing the bat over the line.
Yeah, we've seen those happen, haven't we? The batsman almost encouraging the fielder to shy at the stumps, and then just lazily trying to get back. We could have been very close to being out there.
No
You
ball.
are kidding me. You are kidding me, Kabul Eagles. What are you doing out there? That's got to be the 7th or 8th no ball of the innings. Gus Logie will be furious down there. The front foot, back foot, doesn't matter. You cannot bowl these. I think they've bowled. I think they've got the full house. They've got the waist high full toss, back foot, front foot. They've got the lot.
I've covered a lot of T20 cricket around the world. I've never seen this many no balls in a game. Simple as that, really. Unbelievable stuff. He's trying to remark his run-up. It's too late for that, Syed Abdullah. You've got to do that before the game. You've got to have your wits about you. You shouldn't be pushing the line. Tell you what, they haven't been that costly thus far. It could have been a lot worse. But if this one goes for a boundary, it'd be unbelievable. Change of bat for Shahidullah, and there's the signal from the umpire. He knows full well that he's going to have a free hit here. Does the batsman? Will be Shahidullah on strike.
Is that his no ball bat, Cambo? Is that what they do these days? They bring bats out for different surfaces. Maybe this is his free hit bat. It means he's going to try and hit it this long. He's going for the Shpageeza here. Buckle in, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, thick outside edge. But it'll go away to the boundary for 4, will it? No, picked up. Hard to see in the shadows there. Thick outside edge. So gets away with it. I tell you what, they haven't been penalised as they should have done, the GP Kabul Eagles. They've given away plenty of freebies. And on this occasion, just the single. So they'll take it.
And what's probably more disappointing, I think, about these no balls is the Kabul Eagles. I've probably got them down as the most disciplined side in the comp. They've been the guys who have just done the simple things well, no superstars. And today they've been the opposite of that. So really, if they don't get up, it's they've only got themselves to blame. So really disappointing stuff, though.
We didn't quite have the full house. There was only 3 in the circle, and the guy was running up to bowl. He's just come up in the circle. That would have really pleased Gus Logie. Oh, lovely timing again from Ramat Shah. There's a finger on it. Will that save the boundary? No, it won't. Lovely timing. And even though there was a touch on it from the man at backward point, still enough on it to pierce the gap and run away for 4.
Yeah, wonderful shot. Not great bowling. I wonder if the Kabul Eagles are just a little bit tired or just a little bit off their game, because this is a really uncharacteristic performance from them. They're feature of their game so far has been the little things. You know, no extras, running well between the wicket, taking their catches. You know, no misfields. So today is certainly not that. Maybe this means in return someone's going to do some individual brilliance with the bat.
That boundary brought up the 100 for the Paragon Dragons. Again, bowler probably should have done better. It'll dribble out to middle for another single. So 13 bowled now, 101 for 2. That's how it stacks up at the moment for the Bande Amir Dragons. 48 or 43 deliveries from Hazratullah. And it's Kamal and Shah, 20 and 8 respectively, that are in partnership at the moment and looking to extend that run flow from the 101 they have presently. 7 overs remaining. So plenty of overs to get that 10 runs and over we talked about. If they do that, it's around about 170. That'll be very competitive in this game and on this surface. They'll have to do plenty of work, will the GP Kabul Eagles, when they come out to bat against a very disciplined bowling side. But as you mentioned, Adam Holyoke, the GP Kabul Eagles have been pretty good in this tournament. Pretty disciplined, but today, well, it's just not coming together. Not afraid to give it air. Tossed up there to Ramat Shah. Probably feels he could have done a bit better than that.
Didn't he give that a bit of air? I think he just won the record for the slowest delivery of the competition there. He just lobbed it up and encouraged the shot. And fortunately for Ahmed, the batsman just knocked it down the ground. Well, another single there. You get the feeling the Dragons are just waiting to explode at any minute. They've got a good base. Their batsmen, they're 21 and 8. They're just starting to get their eye and they're ready to go. Batsmen, bowlers throwing it up and just knocking it around, still trying to extend that base. It's always the hard decision to know when to go.
Tossed up again. This time should just be the one. He did hustle, did Shahidullah. But good fielding in the deep and cuts it down to 1.
And when I say go, I mean, don't not go home as in go as in reference to trying to hit boundaries and really pick up the scoring rate, that explosion that comes at the end of the innings.
Oh, it's going to be wide, down the leg side. Keeper's done well to parry it, actually. Otherwise, it had 4 wides written all over it. Not a great delivery at all.
Yeah, for a moment there, he's a hybrid. He went from a wicket keeper to a goalkeeper. It was like a full-length diving save in a game of soccer.
Saw him coming. That's good bowling. Really good adjustment from the bowler, Qais Ahmed. Probably came down just a wee bit too early, Ramat Shah, and he adjusted well. Bit of air again. This time he's manages to get it out to the sweeper on the offside. He's bowling a decent over, you'd have to say at this stage, Qais Ahmed. They haven't really tried to get after him, been happy and content just to try and knock him down the ground. 5 only off the over thus far, just 1 ball remaining. He's coming round the wicket now to the left-handed Shahidullah, making sure the side screen has just moved just to adjust. There is a big grandstand behind a blue grandstand, so therefore just wanting the black background against that white ball. Rightio, can he tidy up? Can he finish up a very good over? There is protection out on the offside, so it should just be a single. Good effort from Qais Ahmed at this juncture in the game. 108 for 2.
عبدالله مداری کو لوگوں کی کاری نا
Ashgar Stanikzai has the most runs in the Shpageeza Cricket League 2017. We'll see him a little later on, and he'll look to add to those runs. He's going to have to. You'd have to think if his team are going to get over the line and get into the finals. Vusi Sabanda, 208, hamstring injury for him. Interesting to see if he takes his place in the final for the Misianak Knights. Shahidullah, he's at the crease at the moment in third position. Now then, change in bowling. Karim Janat, none for 18 thus far. He's going to be bowling to Shahidullah. Oh, I tell you what, direct it, maybe, but you can't be letting go those signals. All the coaches would have talked to their teams ad nauseum about that, and it's still happening.
Yeah, I think that's probably the one thing that I've been disappointed with this league. It's not a hard, difficult thing. It's an easy thing to fix, but I always feel like the fielders are stood in a position which is saying, well, okay, you can get a single if you're quick. Really, I'd rather see these inner fielders in a position which is saying to the batsman, don't even think about taking a single. The bowler's bowled a good ball. I'm so tight and in so close to the batsman that you will not even think about taking a single. And that's where they should be. At the moment, they're like in a position where they're just that 5 yards deeper. And if they pick it up cleanly one-handed and hit the stumps, yeah, they might be out, but you just don't want those batsmen taking the runs. Well, they're still in that building phase. They're still extending that. I mean, they're scoring along nicely, but you'd like to think that they're going to go and explode any minute now. I think the people at home are about to get their money's worth. There's going to be some 4s, 6s, all wickets. One of those strings. It's the game always comes to the head, doesn't it? And I feel that that moment's approaching.
2 wickets down. You'd have to think that the game plan would be that one of them's going to set their stall out and rotate the strike, but somebody's got to be going harder. You can't both be playing the same way.
Absolutely, and I think if you and I were batting, I think I'd say, hey, listen, I'm going to go, and you'd probably say, I'm going to go. But if one of us gets out, we need to, an airy shot there, but well fielded, and in the end just did well to parry it down and stop the ball going for more runs. But I'd like to think that we'd have a conversation and we'd say, hey, listen, let's both go here. If one of us gets out, we bat through, and then the coach or captain or whoever it was can tell the next incoming batsman that he needs to take shots, play his shots, and let the batsman who's in just carry on his anchor roll. And that's going to come with experience, I think.
Again, decent bowling, you'll have to say, but just doesn't seem to be the required urgency from these two batsmen. Shahidullah, it's been a bit of an enigma this tournament, really. We've seen him absolutely flay the bowling to all corners, and then we've seen him play sort of in a test match mode. He's done that a couple of times. And we know he can hit it. 24 of 26. He's definitely got to play some catch-up here and find the boundary a few times.
Well, they bowled pretty well at him, but he's there. He's ready to go now.
Oh, it's unlucky. It really is unlucky. Moral victory for Karim Janat, but that'll be scant consolation because he has to watch it go past the wicketkeeper and run away for 4.
Oh,
Just held up a little bit, got a healthy outside edge, and there's nobody there.
Isn't this game cruel, Cambo? I mean, the bowler's done everything he could do there. He's run up, he's probably said, I want to pitch it on leg, just nip it across the left-hander. That's almost the perfect place to bowl. He's bowled it tight over so far, bowled 4 singles. Be happy with that. Could have easily got a dot there, but no, now he's looking down the barrel of a 10-run over plus.
So it'll just be the single. 9 runs from the over. 15 bowled, 5 to go. 117 for 2.
para con oro काहीच बॉलिंग करायची एवढं घ्या काहीच बॉलिंग करायची محمد شاهزاد متاور سره شاهد کمال دوړ د خپل ډله لپاره بیټینګ کوي ورسته چې فائنل وګټل.
Welcome back now. 3 sixes, 9 solid releases there for the Paragon Dragons. Dean Jones and the beautiful one, Ed Ransford, in the house for the next 5 overs.
In the house with the bang, Dino. And we're at the back end. This is where it all gets exciting. It's either it gets really exciting or it's going to be a big thumbs down.
Well, now the youngster, a little bit of pressure on the 16-year-old. Tosses it up, beautifully bowled. I get one, but well bowled by the young man.
Got to use your feet to that, Dino, surely. He put icicles on that. Really tossed it up. This is where you go. Down the ground. No, I'll stay in the crease and look for one.
He ran past it almost, didn't he?
Man. Catch it before it bounces.
So he could have got on the full. But anyway, leg spinners, they make you do weird and wonderful things, Red. They really do. Trust me, I've been at night with Shane Warne, and that's happened. Big hit down the ground. Is there someone there? Shpageeza!
Out the ground. Here we go. Start the engines. Have some Red Bull. Get the pulses pumping. Air. Room. Doesn't get all of it, but he gets enough of it.
So let's see how the 16-year-old handles this. He knows that Ramat Shah and Shahidullah are after him. Here we go. Back of a length, no run. Great comeback for the youngster.
Yeah. Gutsy stuff.
Does he keep bowling the quicker ones? The one he tosses up a little bit, does he be brave? The quicker one they've struggled with it. Oh, he tosses that up and someone's in the air. Someone catch it. It's wobbling. Well, his head's all over the place and dropped it. There you go.
You said it, Dino. You asked the question, does he be brave? Very brave on this occasion. Ahmed, he gives it air. The batsman comes down, is deceived by the flight. It's in the air for ages. Ages.
Yeah, I feel for the youngster. Down the ground, and he got to it on the full. He saw him coming. Do you have to have amazing courage for a spinner bowling at the death overs? You really do. And he's bowled really well, this young man. I've been impressed with him. There you go, slots filled. That might be out though. No, one bounce. So, end of the over, 127 for 2. Well, now we're into the happy hour, the 4 overs. Well bowled, young man. I know you didn't get a wicket. You probably could have 1 or 2. Didn't work for you, but he has been impressive. Courageous selection by Asghar to bring the youngster in a final, his first game in the Shpageeza Cricket League. So there will be an emerging player of the tournament. So if he has a good game in the next game, a couple of good names come up. Zahid Khan's bowled very, very well.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of talent. We've seen a lot of young players exposed. Camera's all about the biggest stage you can play on. Look at this stage. Do you know how big do you reckon this is? You don't even get these at the Oscars.
Now, his worry now for Farid Malik is the no balls. His back foot touching the return crease. So, and he knows both these batsmen will be going after him. So here we go. Watch that back foot. That's fine. Down the ground. Someone will catch this, surely. Surely they'll catch this, and they do. It's time for Najib to come out, but that's a big wicket.
Big wicket. Especially, as he alluded to, the happy hour. A happy hour in terms of 4s and 6s. Had to get on with it. Doesn't get all of it. Opens up that hip. No, you can just see the bat just opening up in his hands. Doesn't get out all of it, and he catches it in the deep. Omar does the rest. Farid Malik picks up the wicket. Shah has to go for 21. It's 127 for 3.
Well, it's time for a banger, and the best banger we've got in the business is Najibullah. He can go strike rate of 160. He'll be out there. Wow, look at those numbers.
Dino, you like a good banger and mash.
It's been a long 2 weeks working with Ed Rasford, I can assure you. Here we go. Well, is that really close to a no ball again with that back foot? So, the major problem is the back foot. Watch the back foot here. And, sorry, that's a no ball. That's a no ball, and he's not picking it up, the umpire. Gee, that should have been close to 10 no balls in a match getting close to it. It's ridiculous.
10 free hits. Imagine that. When has that last happened in a T20 game? Probably never.
Well, again, it might be 2 here if they run the first one hard. No, they won't get it. Now, this umpire is missing a few here, it must be said. Have a look at this. Watch the back foot. Yeah. Yeah. That's a no ball.
Keeps missing it. And if you think about at the end of the game, you sort of look at those fine lines. Missed about 2 or 3 now. Those would be free hits, and probably you'd say maybe 1 out of 3 you pick up a boundary. 1 will be a good ball, and 1 will probably be a full toss, and maybe another boundary.
Well, you'll get 1 there, and I'll have to say this. You ready for it without repeating myself? That also was a no ball. The umpire is so worried about the front foot. Watch his back foot. Ready, set. Now this one. This is one. If it touches the line, yep, no ball. I can see it from 100 metres away. I don't know why the umpire's not picking it up.
3 in a row. Okay, now you've really got to ask the question.
Yeah, not allowed to touch it. Not allowed to touch it. The key, the law states, folks, at home, is that your foot must not even touch that line. So, that was okay on that occasion. They might get 4 here. A lot of pace on it, and it will go for 4. And a welcome boundary.
Soloriza, MTN 4. And it's Najibullah, the man that just adds a little bit of impetus to this Paragon Dragons batting lineup at the back end. Strays. And he just uses the pace to guide it down to fine leg. Fine leg's up in the circle. So a wicket, 3 singles and 4. Those 3 singles, we've seen replays. 3 identical replays of no balls that were not called in this over.
Yep, again no ball again, and he's missed it. Might get 2 here. They'll come back at 2. And they'll make it easily. And that'll be the end of the over. And technically only bowled 1 legal ball for me throughout that over. 17 overs gone, 136 for 3. Well, there's the partnerships. The top order starting to do the job here for the Paragon Dragons. 45 for Javed Ahmadi. Nice opening start there. Hazratullah. Then another good one with Shahidullah, 43. And, of course, Ramat and Shahidullah, the common denominator there, another 39 off 30. So 3 overs to go. Gee, they want at least 30. They're looking at 166, 170, and we thought it was the 170 was a pass score.
It looks so good. Obviously, when we analysed it as a group, we would think that is a pass score. But again, you got to also think about the bowling attack that these Kabul Eagles will have to comprehend with.
So the job for Shahidullah now is to get Najibullah on strike. He's the biggest power hitter in the business. He's a banger, is what we call. He can hit it to all parts. He's a big 6 hitter. He needs to be on strike now. So, Karim Janat, who's got a lot of wickets. He's got 9 wickets in this competition so far. Full toss. Is that a no ball? Over hip height or run away for 4. They should check this. Is it over hip here? Nice 4 though.
Juicy full toss. Wide outside the line of off stump, and he just guides it over backward point for 4. Want to have a look at it and see if it's a no ball. Here it comes. We will not be able to see from that angle because we're not sure whether it's gone over the waist. We'll need to see a side angle of that, but that's confirmation of an MTN 4. A few freebies now. Change of angle, but here we have a look. Is this another no ball that hasn't been called? You tell me, Dino.
50-50. You have to give it to the bowler. All right, Najibullah on strike here, the big power hitter. So, around the wicket. Nice little work on the leg side. They're looking for 2. They're very fast. Knows the call. Good throw in. Good intent.
A throw in. Oh, what are you doing there? Actually giving the bowler a little bit of way. Actually pulled his bat out of the crease. The bowler could have tried to execute a run out on that stage. But 142 for 3. A launching pad.
Well, I know a few Australians wouldn't do anyone laces up.
Have you ever done anyone's laces? I was going to ask, Dino.
Well, absolutely not.
Why?
Because no one actually had a boot that had laces that were undone. Down the pitch, saw him coming. Quick single. It's a very good over by Karim Janat.
Two balls left in the over. Can there be a wicket? Can there be some runs? Can there be a Shpageeza? Solariza? Maybe, because it's set up beautifully. 7 off the first 4. Can one of these balls go for another boundary?
Bang! Oh, has he got all of this? Is it enough? It's 6. Shpageeza time.
Set it up, Dino. Set it up and he'll hit it out the ground. 186 we click over to. Again, full toss. Doesn't get all of it, but he gets enough. Azizi Pank.
He did know where the line was. He got himself in between the devil and the deep blue sea. They're watching it. And he just, if he could get a little bit back, see it, a little bit more room there. So, this is the over that they wanted. The Paragon Dragons. Hoiks it away, no run there. So that'll end it. 13 off it. 1 over to go, or 2 overs to go. Sorry, 149 for 3. Well, what would you have at home? They need at least 170. We said it before the toss. It was a 170, 175 par pitch. Now, the left armour back. He knows he's under a bit of stress here. The umpire would have had a word to him and said, now listen, can you just get yourself, your back foot away from that return crease, that side crease. Here we go. 12 balls left. That's better. Good change-up delivery, and they'll only get one. That's very good bowling there by Farid Malik.
Yeah, follows him. At this stage of the game, that's when the batsmen want to open up their hips, get their hands flowing through that hitting zone. Really nice, long swings. Doesn't allow him on this occasion. Bowls at his body. So then he can't really open his arms, but he still picks up a single. Good rotation of strike as well.
Dangerous Najib on strike. Hoyts, oh, he misses. That's hit him. It's hit him. That would have hurt. You don't rub it. You can't rub it.
Nothing wrong with the rub, Dino. If it's hurting, give it a rub.
He gave nothing to the bowler. And even the bowler put his hand up and apologised. This is the play.
Okay, now that's unacceptable.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to have a chat with him after this. The bowler's organisation of ruthlessness.
So, Najib. Wide, that'll be a wide, plus a one. Very valuable runs, so two. Oh, they're coming back! Oh, you little cheeky so-and-so! You should never get two there, and he did.
Maksud had his pillow out. Had a good little snooze here. That short, fine leg. And looks like something's happened to the keeper as well. Just look at this. He just takes a little bit of a slow approach out. Oh, a little fumble. Oh, now I'll throw the ball. No. Unacceptable at this stage of the game.
Mutumbami is in a bit of trouble here, and this doesn't look good. Now, I don't know how he felt. Did he fall on his shoulder? Has he got a shoulder problem here? Not so much his hand. Let's have a little look here. Diving to his right. Now, what's happened when he falls? Oh, he's fallen awkwardly. I reckon it's his shoulder, without doubt. Now, whether he's dislocated it or popped out on the shoulder here, you can look. He's in all sorts of trouble. 153 for 3. Okay, so we're just worried about his right shoulder here. He's a lovely fella. 10 balls to go. Little flickage, 4 more. They've just lost the plot here a little bit.
A little bit of a break as the keeper had some medical attention done to his hand or his shoulder. We're not quite too sure, but he stayed on the field. And now the bowler has to follow up some good work prior to that. And he doesn't because it strays onto leg stump. It's a freebie. Fine leg is up in the circle. It picks up 4. On the charge are the Dragons.
So they're under a little bit of pressure. Now they're looking maybe to get 175 here. 9 balls to go. Swing and a miss. Gee, again, he's getting close to that return crease. Again, this bowler, Farid Malik. The key is, folks, to watch his back foot. No, it's okay there. But it must touch. We know that's the law, but the way I thought some of the deliveries today, he's definitely been touching the line. Not worry about whether his foot's gone over the line. So, anyways, he's got 2 more balls left. Najibullah doing a great job again. Strike rate of 200. And hikes it away. We got a no ball, folks. And it's going for 4.
Oh, dear. Confirmation, no ball. But that no ball goes for 4. And here we go. Get the helicopter going. Yes, free hit. And there's still 2 balls left in the over. Confirmation of this being a no ball there. That is almost totally outside the return crease.
Very easy to fix that problem for him as well, more importantly, Ed. Just get him to bowl and put a pad there, a cricket pad, a batting pad, stop him from standing on it. Here we go, free hit. Hoiks it away, did he get all of it? He's going to look for 2. They're going, oh, he's well caught. He can't get out caught because it's a no ball, and they run 2. Terrific game awareness by these 2, and they're away.
Yeah, could this be the difference in the game? These last couple of overs where we've seen a couple of no balls, some unnecessary bowling down the leg side, some free runs, and also good match awareness by these 2 batters. The excellent piece of running between the wickets as well. Just that awareness of picking up extra runs. Look at this over. 1-0, 2 wides, 4 dot ball, 4 no balls, and then 2.
Righto, Ed, add them all up. How many is this over?
13.
Took a while. Well done.
Maths was never my strongest. It was modelling.
Year 9 was the 3 best years of your life. Here we go. Last ball of the 19th over. Hoiks it away! Oh, it's on the moon. Shpageeza.
It's actually on a roof. It ends the 19th over. It's 170 for 3.
What a partnership, 43 for 19. And this boy, Najib, is he a really good player?
Well, that'll tell you if he's a good player or not. It's ended up on a roof. Square of the wicket, out the ground, get new balls, get a Shpageeza on the scorecard. Najibullah, impetus, big hitting, 170. You said pass score. I think a very good score.
It's a very good pitch. And well done to Abdullah and the groundsmen who've actually set up a brilliant ground. They've done a tremendous job for this whole tournament, playing so many matches, 19 matches here. And now Shahidullah, his job is to give it to Najib. There it is there, just hoiks it away and uses the bowler's pace.
Well, that's why he's the second most expensive player in the auction, Najibullah, because he loses cricket balls.
Syed Abdullah, last over. And Shahidullah, I think what they got to do here with him is either get one to give it Najib and stay where he stands. Don't bother running. See, he's starting to run. And I think you lose power and impetus, particularly with the power hitting. So very good bowling there for Syed Abdullah. But there's a good score here. Very good score for the Paragon Dragons. Down the ground, or if he put his whole foot on it, I reckon. Oh, look at that for fielding. Outstanding. KS, the 16-year-old, he wanted it. Oh.
But also just look at the running between the wicket here. Najib just took a little stroll down to the other end. He wants all the strike. He knows if he stays there for 2-3 balls and he gets 2 bad ones, he's going to send them out of the ground.
That's why they're paying all the Afghanis. His job is to power hit, not Shahidullah. Now he's not happy with this bat. They've got a few of them, folks. They've got about 6 or 7 of them in their coffins. Don't know what's wrong with that one. Maybe fixing the grip on the previous one. It's a couple of times he's changed his bats. So look at those numbers, 30 off 12. So that's the reason why the franchise owners of Paragon went after him. And went after Rashid Khan as well.
Right, Dino, where's this going? Go on, tell us.
I think his best shot's down the ground if he's going to bowl wide outside off stump. Yeah, that's it. Down the ground. They've got to come back for 2. No matter what, Shahidullah. Risk your wicket to give it away, but they'll make it for 2 anyway.
Good placement. You said down the ground, and that's what he did. He obliged. Picked up 2. Can't get straighter than that. Good bowling too. Really in the block hole. Can't do much with that, but break the bat. Or a toe crusher, as they call it.
Really good defensive skills there by Syed Abdullah. It's really well bowled, wasn't it? He knows he's under some pressure. If he's a foot and a half wrong with his lengths, Najib will whack it for 6. So a lot of pressure on this young lad. Oh, that's a no-e. Don't worry about that. Add it to the scoreboard. Must be a record in T20 cricket now.
Another no ball, another free hit. And Najibullah will be licking his lips, ready to pounce over anything that's going to be bowled right now. And yeah, there it is, well over waist height.
So what the story is here now, Shahidullah knows he must get run back, even if he's caught on the boundary. He must try to keep Najibullah on strike for the next ball. So it's a free hit. Here we go. Bounce up. Oh, he gets a glove on it, Richmond. And actually, that's worked out pretty well for them, for the Kabul Eagles. I thought he got bat on that, didn't he?
We'll have a closer look at it. Good bouncer. Just off the glove, and there's the effort from Richmond Mutumbami, who's had some work done to his right hand. Drop catch.
Well, it was a save because you can't be out caught, can you, on the no ball? It's an interesting stat. What would you put that down to? Was it drop catch or not?
Drop catch.
Okay, 2 balls to go. Oh, nice drive there. They'll only get 1.
Only 6 up to this point of this final over. There's a ball to go. Now, where can he hit it? Where can he go? No ball. He really bowled the follow-up delivery very, very well. Final delivery. Can they finish off the innings better than they actually started it?
Well, they're way behind the time here. Now, he's been really good. Syed Abdullah, another Yorker, middle and off stump. Here we go. Last ball of the innings. Down the ground, Shpageeza. Oh, what a finish there for the Paragon Dragons. And what an unbelievable little knock from Najibullah. That's why they pay him the big bucks. And what a wonderful way. Heads are dropped a little bit with the Kabul Eagles, but look at this for great technique here, Ed.
In the slot. It was there to be hit and he obliged. 12 off the final over. Little punch straight down the ground. What a talent he is. Najibullah, wow. It's gone down the corridor into the car park. 182 for 3. This has been excellent by the Dragons.
Yeah, let's have a look at the batting. Look, they all got runs. Look at it, particularly the finish. I thought they were just absolutely sublime. After 10 overs, they were 77 for 1. So they've scored well over 105 runs in the last 10 overs there. Brilliant performance. And look at the extras, 19 extras. And that might be the difference between the two teams of winning or losing this match.
I think a majority of those extras were no balls. The bowlers be very disappointed. 13 and over, 10 and over, 10 and over again. Only Karim Sadiq, man, has he been consistent in this Shpageeza League 2017. He only was going at 3 runs and over. Just needed a bit more support. Right, Paragon Dragons versus the Kabul Eagles. The Kabul Eagles will need 183 runs in 20 overs at 9.15 to get to the final. And let's go down to Otak for an interview.
سلامونه ګرانو بیا هم ښه راغلاست. لوبه مو یو اننګز وکته او دویم ترمنځ څو شیبو کې پیلېدونکی ده. په دې کې څو لوبغاړو ډېره ښه لوبه ترسره کړله او واقعا چې لوبه ډېره مهمه ده دواړو لوبډلو لپاره. هر هغه لوبډله چې لوبه ګټي پایلوبې ته به ځي او په پایلوبه کې به د مصر کاتالانو سره لوبېږي او وبه ګورو چې سبا د دغه لوبو پایلوبې اتلولي کومه لوبډله ترلاسه کوي. خورا مهمې او ارزښتناکې لوبې دي خو په دې کې بیا هم حضرت ځاځي چې نن ډېر غټ شاټونه وهلي دي. غټې شپږیزې مو وهلې چې یو شاټ یې زما د خوښې شاټ و. حضرت ځاځی نن مو بیا هم ډېر ښه اننګز وکاو.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. مننه، شکر الحمدلله. نن ما خپل هم خرنځ وکړل، ټیم ته هم خرنځ وکړل او ښه ټارګېټ هم ورکړی دی مقابل ټیم ته. نو 102 اتیا ګټه ده، نو یو ډېر ښه ټارګېټ ده.
د خپل پرفارمنس په هکله راته ووایئ. په دې وروستیو کې بیا هم تاسو د لوبو نتیجه ډېره ښه ده.
او شکر الحمدلله. بس څنګه چې کوچ او کپتان پلان راکول، بس ما پلان مطابق مونږ لاړو چې اوله کې ویکټ له لاسه ورنکو او ویکټ کې ودرېږو. رنز په لږ رم شي پروا نه کوي چې ویکټ لاس کې هماغه نتیجه ښه وه. ویکټ هم اول کې ورنه کړو او اخر کې هم رنزونه ښه وکړل.
په دغه مهمه لوبه کې چې تاسو کوم ټارګېټ په سکوربورډ سیال لوبډلې ته جی پی په ځان ته ایښې ده، څومره ډاډمن یاست چې دغه هدف څخه به تاسو دفاع وکړئ؟
ټارګېټ ښه ټارګېټ ده، غټ ټارګېټ ده. نو ویکټ هم لږ څه اسانه نه ده، لږه مشکله ده. نو ډېر ښه ټارګېټ ده.
ستاسو ویکټ کیپر هم په د فیلډینګ په جریان کې یو څه ټپي شو، اوس حالات څنګه ده؟
ښه ده. البته موږ 2 کیپران لرو او بل موږ سره 19 کلن ټیم هم اکرام فیضي کیپر ده، هغه موږ سره شته ده.
د دغه لوبو څخه د تاسو لپاره څومره کافي تجربې ترلاسه شوې او څومره ګټورې وې او څومره تاسو غوښتل چې دغه شانتې لوبو کې په خپله دننه افغانستان کې لوبې ترسره کړئ؟
نو دا زموږ دپاره ډېر ګټور دي ځکه موږ سره هم خارجي لوبغاړي، هر یو ټیم سره خارجي لوبغاړي دي. نو دا زموږ دپاره ډېر ګټور دی چې هغوی موږ سره خپلې تجربې شریکوي. موږ سره خپل ټیم سینیئر لوبغاړي دي، راشد ارمان دی، جاوید احمدي، داسې موږ سره هم سینیئر لوبغاړي. نو هغوی نه موږ خپلې ډېر څه زده کړله.
یو څه موده وړاندې تاسو نتیجه یو څه خرابه وه، وجه دلیل ویلی شئ؟
او بس دا کرکټ ده، یو پلیر کله فارم کېږي کله فارم کې نه وي، کله رنز کېږي کله نه کېږي. نو شکر الحمدلله دې ټورنامنټ کې هم رنز کړي دي.
مننه تاسو څخه.
مننه تاسو نه.
ګران لیدونکو، حضرت ځاځی و چې په نن ورځ لوبه کې ډېر ښه اننګز وکړ، 48 منډې جوړې کړلې، لوړ شاټونه یې ووهل. په څو شیبو کې لوبه پیلېدونکې ده. راځئ چې ولاړ شو د لومړي اننګز هایلایټس په ګډه وګورو.
شپږیزې لیګ ملاتړ کوونکي
This is Karwan University.
د شپږیزې لیګ ملاتړ کوونکي
عزیزی بانک د ټولو د اعتماد وړ بانک
او
MKN په هر ځای کې له تاسو سره.
This is Karwan University.
It's the Shpageeza Cricket League 2017. We're one game away from the final. Who is going to be there to represent from these two teams? It's the Eliminator and the Bandar Amir Dragons. Well, I think they're in the pound seats at the moment, but you never know. It's a good surface. Dean Jones, after the toss, called it to be a 180 surface, and he was spot on. Now, all to do for the GP Kabul Eagles. Will they be able to get their act together and chase down these runs? They certainly didn't get their act together when they were in the field. Too many no balls, misfields, drop catches, bowlers not getting the ball in the right area. It was a day to forget for Gus Logie and his men in the field, but that will be easily banished to the back of the memory if they can achieve this run chase and get themselves into the final. So much is going to rest on the shoulders of Kareem Sadiq, as if they haven't in the tournament thus far. 6 matches, 157 runs, strike rate of just under 120, 150. They're going to have to take full toll of this first 6 overs, because you can't help but think they can't play catch-up. They can't have a slow start, lose too many wickets and chase down 180. It's just not going to happen. Zishan Maqsood, 57 runs in the 4 matches he's played. Strike rate of under 100. He's going to have to up his game here today big time if they're going to get up and over this hurdle and into the finals. Tendai Chitara, well, he's the highest wicket taker in the tournament. Simple as that, really. 6 matches, 13 wickets. Look at the average. The economy of under 6 as well. 2 times he's achieved 3 wickets in an innings. So, well, he's been one of the superstars of the tournament. And he's just got to produce it here again today. And then if they can get through this game in the final as well. 183 to be precise is the target to be chased down in this must-win game. It's a tall order. It's a stiff total. But they do have the players, do the GP Kabul Eagles. It's going to be entertaining cricket. Make no mistake. Here goes Tendai Chitara. Straight away! Straight away! If you were in any doubt about how they're going to approach this innings, have a look at this.
Shpageeza! My word. I don't think I've seen anyone play such an outlandish shot first ball of an innings. I think that is without doubt probably the worst performance I've seen so far of this tournament by the Eagles in the field. And but sometimes good teams, they've got one side lacks down the bowling or the batting lacks and the other side picks up. So now is the opportunity for these Eagles to put it right with the bat, because they were literally, I've got one word for how they were when they bowled, horrible.
I don't think Tendai Chitara was expecting that. Just limbering in, expecting, well, he's going to have a sighter first. I've got some time to hit my straps. Well, I think he's got a wake-up call. He's got to be right on the money and have his wits about him, because Kareem Sadiq is not going to hang about. He's going to take him on, and he's going to try and find the boundary as many times as he can.
Yeah, you could see it. Kareem Sadiq, he said, "Not today, sir," as he hit Chitara over mid-wicket. Dot ball there. But well, he's made the intentions clear, isn't he, Sadiq? You don't really come out. How often do you see that first ball of an innings? I mean, you might see a six, a hook, if there's but to get belted straight over mid-wicket flat. I don't think I've seen that too many times. Just as when they were bowling, I don't think I've ever seen in a T20 game 7 no balls, and especially from one of the more disciplined sides in the competition. Incredible.
Gives himself room and under edge straight to mid-wicket. So he's hit a 6 off the first ball, and he'll be disappointed that the next 3 have been dot balls. And that first over, when you get a start like that, you want to try and maximise. And, well, there's still 2 balls remaining, so wouldn't bet it past or put it past Kareem Sadiq to find the boundary a couple more times. But you just feel that he's missed out a bit on the next 3 deliveries, maybe trying to hit it too hard, I suppose. What it's done is forced them to get their thinking caps on. And Tendai Chitara, along with his captain, Rashid Khan, are going to make a change. And that means Slip will come out, go to mid-wicket. Third man will come into the circle. So the 2 men out on the leg side will be square leg and a wide long on. He's not by no means in a conventional position, just in the hitting arc. Gets away with that one, trying to swing it away on the leg side. Another dot ball. So good comeback this from Tendai Chitara.
We said at the beginning of the game, didn't we, that this game was come down to how Stanexai played against Rashid Khan. That we said that was going to be the key matchup, and it's not looking any different, really. I also feel that what's going to be important here is this first 6 overs. I really feel that they're going to have to be over 50 if they're going to stand a chance.
Got to hurry. Directed, he was gone. Directed, he was out. He so badly wanted the strike, walked across his stumps, poked it into the leg side, and took off straight away. And he would have been out by a yard, half a yard, I reckon. End of the over, 7 for none. Confirmation of the fact that Tendai Chitara is the leading wicket taker with 13. Zahir Khan on 12. For the Mr. Anak Knights, he's going to be on display in the final. What a talent he is. And Rashid Khan on 12 as well. Well, if they do get through, you'll see 2 of the best spinners in world cricket at the moment on display in the form of Rashid and Zahir Khan. The battle of the Khans, might it be?
Oh, sounds like Genghis Khan. It's like... Well, I have to say, though, it's all very interesting, that leg spinners and the wonderful talent. What's going on with these Kabul Eagles, Campbell? These guys, there's something in their water last night. Did someone do All Black, what the South African boys did to the All Blacks, put something in their food? Because they've just been completely off colour today.
Oh, Shpageeza! Kareem Sadiq. Well, when he does hit it, when he goes after it, it goes a long, long way.
Out of the ground. He's hit that. It was on the way up as it went out of the ground. Incredible shot, Cambo.
And a ZZ Maximum. He just holds his ground, swivels, as though he's one of those Russian ice skaters. Right out the middle of the bat and high up into the advertising hoardings.
They call it a pirouette, I believe. And he pirouetted beautifully as he sent that one sailing out of the stadium. Wow, they've laid the sword down. They've made their intentions clear. Let's just see if they can maintain it. It's one thing doing it against these bowlers. They're going to be tested later on against the leg spin.
Well, he hit a 6 off the first delivery of the spell, of Tendai Chitara's spell. And he wasn't able to maximise on the rest of the over. Can he do it in this second over? He's going to try. Make no mistake. He is throwing everything at it.
He's not going to die wondering there. look at that. He's literally the torque on his back there, on the back, the stress that must have gone on there. He swung as hard as he could physically swing there, I think.
Cleared the front leg. So anything on the stumps at his body, that's what he's looking for, Karim Sadiq, and he can mow it away on the leg side. But when it's outside the off stump, as on that occasion, he's got to try and get that front foot more across. Here we go. That's in the hitting zone again. Even bigger than the last one. At his body on a length. And that is another Azizi Bank maximum.
Shpageeza! That is the biggest one of the tournament for me. That was huge.
Well, the third umpire was on his way straight away. As soon as that went up in the air, he was off his seat and trotting onto the field, because that's not bouncing back. That has gone into the streets, into the buildings, out of the ground, literally.
They're going to go to Peshawar if they want that one back. That's in Pakistan, that ball. He's had 4 scoring shots so far, 3 of them sixes. Shpageeza sixes.
And we saw Tendai Chitara just talking to Rashid Khan. They're having a little conference there. I think he's saying to them, guys, we cannot bowl at this bloke. You cannot bowl at the stumps, cannot bowl at him, because that's where he wants it. You've got to get it outside that off stump. He does back away, stay leg side of the ball, clears the front leg. If you're going to bowl short, fair enough, go at his head. But you cannot be bowling at those stumps, because I tell you what, that's where he wants it. That's his zone. Big appeal. It's beaten fine leg. The umpire unmoved. He did move across his stumps, Karim Sadiq. And it will go away to the boundary for 4 now. He's signaled 4. There was a big appeal for LBW. The umpire reckons he's got something on this.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the replay here. I mean, because all the fielders have stood there. I tell you what, if he didn't hit that, that's got to be close, Cambo, hasn't it? He's walked across middle and off, and he seemed to take an eternity to make his decision whether he was going to call it leg buys or runs. So, I don't know, if he hasn't hit that, that's got to be close.
As the age-old cliche goes, fortune favours the brave. And he's being incredibly brave. He's being incredibly bold. Karim Sadiq, here we go. Oh, I tell you what, that's hit him on off stump for me. I think he's got away with one there, Karim Sadiq. Doesn't look like there's any willow involved, just boot. And it was in front of the stumps.
Wow.
he's throwing everything at it. It's so entertaining to watch Karim Sadiq at play, with the batting, bowling, fielding always in the game. And yeah, he's looking to get his team off to a fast start. It was in the slot again and hit it very hard, but Rashid Khan able to get something behind it and prevent the boundary.
Well, doesn't it? Because he's made his intentions clear, and sometimes as a bowler, especially in these first 6 overs when you've got no protection back, that can make you tense up and bowl balls that you don't want to do, because there's no doubt this guy's going for sixes.
Change of pace, so he's able to get away with the dot ball. 16 from the over, 23 for none. There's the president's enclosure, the chairman in the center of your screen, dignitaries as well. And tell you what, they probably all in there would have thought that the Bande Amir Dragons had it waxed, had it in the bag. But a few more overs of Karim Sadiq, and I tell you what, we got a game on.
Well, I have to say, I made the Bande Amir out-and-out favourites for the second innings. I thought 182, very good total for me. Obviously, they've got the quality spin bowlers, the Bande Amir Dragons as well, but the Tigers off to a flying start here. Or even the Eagles.
One of them.
It's an animal. It's an animal. I called them the Lions the other day, the Tigers today. They're going to have to need to fight like corner Tigers. That's what they're going to have to do.
Well, Maksud has faced his first delivery. He's been a mere spectator at the non-strikers end, watching his partner, Kareem Sadiq, smoke it to all parts of the ground. Lovely drive, but well fielded, and they'll get through for a single. He's got to play his part here, has Maksud, and that means giving as much of the strike in these first few overs to Kareem Sadiq as possible. Really good commitment, parries it, but they're able to get through for one.
The other thing we've got to consider here, Cambo, is I feel if they're going to chase this total down, they're going to need to be around 60 or 70 after 6 overs because of that spin bowling threat that's going to come later on down the in the innings. So this first 6 overs is even more crucial than normal. Really got to take advantage of these fielding restrictions.
There, that's in his arc, and he's not able to get the requisite contact. He tried to mow it around the leg side, this time the under edge. Well, he said 3 is easy bank maximums. Has Kareem Sadiq, that was first ball of the day. That was the second one into the advertising hoardings, and this was monumental. Towering 6 over square leg, biggest of the tournament so far.
Has he invented a new shot for himself? Are we going to start calling it the Sadiq pirouette?
Change of pace again. So Chitara calling on all his experience and skills at the moment. And you won't see him running up and just trying to get it on a length. He's going to try and be short with the effort ball or be changing the pace. He's got a good slow ball. He's deceived quite a few batsmen in the tournament thus far. Most 6s, 15 from Ashgar Stanakzai. He's going to have to improve on that in this game, you'd have to say. And Isanullah Jannat, been really impressed with him. 12 for him. And Shahidullah has hit 11, as well as Hazratullah, both from the Bandar Amir, and Najibullah as well. So plenty of 6 hitters from the men in green. Oh, throws everything at that. Third man is back, so just be the single. Good over this from Tendai Chitara. Remember, he went for 6 off his very first delivery of the innings and has only conceded 4 in his next 8 deliveries.
Hasn't he done well since then? I mean, that's, as an opening bowler, you're running in, you're a little bit, you know, how's my run up going? You're running in, you're thinking, okay, I just want to get a nice feel of this here, and your first ball goes flat over mid-wicket for 6. You've got to compose yourself, you've got to get your emotions under control, and you've got to try and come back, and he's done that beautifully, really.
Going at less than 6 and an over in this tournament. Oh, that'll be wide, just as I talk him up. He's gone for the full straight one, but he sprayed it down the leg side. Evades the batsman, evades the keeper. And we'll go for 4 wides, or is it buys? 4 buys signal, so 3 overs bowled, 30 for none. Last ball of Tendai Chitara's over, just 2 straight down the leg side, flicks the pad, and that means it evades the keeper as well. 2 straight from Chitara. He'll be kicking himself with that. Normally such a perfectionist, knows how to end off and over, to finish it up. So they're 30 for none, going at 10 to the over. Remember, 183 the target for the GP Kabul Eagles. Change in bowler, Javed Ahmadi into the attack. Maksud will take strike. Gives it a bit of air, and Maksud happy to just push it into the covers. I tell you what, he should have been looking to be more aggressive on that occasion. Middle up in the circle, surely got to be taking him on.
I dare say if he bowls another one of those, he won't be so kind to him.
No square leg. 2 men up in the circle, manages to pierce the gap perfectly. Scoops it around the corner, much needed boundary.
Well, he hasn't had a lot of the strike, has he? But he's just he's building a nice little base here. and setting us up. I mean, they really, really need to take advantage of these first 6 overs, because it's only going to get more difficult as this innings goes on.
Short on this occasion. Oh, you'll have to say he's missed out again. As Maksud, probably trying to hit it too hard, not balanced enough, backing away too much, and doesn't find the requisite timing.
It's been a feature of this tournament, the batsman backing away, trying to make room to hit through the offside. And no one's really done it with any success because the way the ball has died off the wicket. I haven't seen any batsmen do it successfully, so I wonder if the sides really need to start considering a change of tactics there.
This time he gets it away, backward of point. He tried the arm ball, did Javed Ahmadi, and it was too short, too wide, and a lovely late cut for 4.
Told you. It's a little bit different there. The ball was a bit wider. It wasn't like the ball, the left arm spinner's been coming in, angling the ball into the right handers. The batsman backing away, trying to give himself space there, but that was a genuine wide long hop and treated as it should be, put away for 4.
These pictures, of course, brought to you by One TV, a production for the Afghanistan Cricket Board.
Yes.
Another dot ball. That'll end the over. So 4 bowled, 38 for none. (24 of 15 for Kareem Sadiq. Maksud 10 off 9. They've got off to a very healthy start here. Of the GP Kabul Eagles in pursuit of 183. They are 38 for none. 2 overs remaining in the power play. Shahidullah Kamal. He did a good job with bat in hand. Now he's going to have to do it with ball. 6 matches, 8 wickets for him. Look at that economy rate, 5.14. Doesn't get any better than that. And if he can produce that in this particular game, they'll be well on their way to winning the fixture. Will the Paragon Bande Amir Dragons? But Kareem Sadiq is going to have something to say about that, because make no mistake, he's going to have a go here. He's going to try and find the boundary as many times as he can. Mid-off, up in the circle. So is everybody else on the offside. Will he target that area? Yep, you betcha. Gives himself room and puts it over extra cover. Lovely stroke. And another Shpageeza.
Shpageeza! Well, that's not an easy shot to play. Left armour coming in, he's backed away and hit it over wide extra cover for 6. That's got to be one of the more difficult shots to play, especially on a wicket which is holding up, but executed beautifully there. And the Eagles really getting a good run here, getting a good base. None for 44 after 4 overs. If you're going to get the start that you want, this is it. And the 12th man is running on. Let me tell you, he has just challenged Usain Bolt for the fastest any man has ever covered the ground. That was incredible, Cambo.
Well, he's got something to say as well. So obviously instruction from Gus Logie. Don't know what you want to tell Kareem Sadiq other than carry on. Don't know what you want to be instructing him to do. He's playing quite beautifully at the moment. I think that's another ball that's going to have disappeared. Jumped over the fence. That means the third umpire's on the field, and he'll open his box of treasures, and they'll pick out another white Kookaburra turf. Really has been sensational stuff thus far from Kareem Sadiq. 30 of 16, none better than this shot. First ball of the innings. And then he carried on his merry way. This was in the second over. Went into the advertising hoardings. That one went huge, a long, long way out of the stadium. And then this one, shot of the day for me, held his shape so nicely and put it away over extra cover. We're back live, and that's clubbed down the ground as well. Again, gave himself some room, this time threw mid-off.
It's the Sadiq show at the moment. He's really putting the bowlers to the sword. We needed somebody here for the Eagles to put their hand up and take the attack back to the Paragon Knights or Dragons, and he's done that.
This time through the leg side, there is protection out at deep mid-wicket, so should just be the single. 11 of the first 3 deliveries. Remember, The first 6 overs constitute the power play. That means you're only allowed 2 men outside the 30-yard circle. And they have to take full advantage. They had to take full advantage. And at the moment, they are doing just that. Maqsood now on strike. Well, they're going to run. He's got to have to hurry, Kareem. I tell you what, has he been run out? This will be a travesty. It'll be just what they didn't want, the GP Kabul Eagles. He's gone upstairs at the umpire. Has he made his ground? Sharp work in the field. Mutambami. Oh, I tell you what. He didn't slide his bat in. This is running 101, and I tell you what, he's short of his ground. He can only blame himself here, Kareem Sadiq. Instead of sliding the bat in, he's tried to plonk it in over the top of the popping crease, and he's going to pay the ultimate price.
Well, this just sums up the Eagles' day, really. I mean, they've been sloppy, haven't they? I mean, backing up's been poor, no balls. Oh, my word. What do you do as a coach? Gus Logie's been so good with him. They're just not running you back. That's the stuff that you teach kids. Even you'd have taught your boy that.
Yeah, when you're just out of nappies, you're taught to run your bat in. That is not going to please the coach. It's not going to please Kareem Sadiq because he's just not run his bat in as he should have done. And in a run chase such as this, when he had given them such a good start, he's going to have to go. The keeper has gathered beautifully as well. It wasn't easy. It was on the half volley. He had to keep his shape, keep his form. And he's managed to whip the bails off, and Kareem Sadiq is going to have to make the long way back to the pavilion. Simple things done well, and he didn't do them. 35 of 18, what a hand he played. 49 for 1 now. Ashgar Stanikzai, the new man to the crease. The captain normally bats at 4, batting at 3 today, taking the responsibility. Kareem Sadiq had given them such a good start and perished. Not running his bat in, trying to plonk the bat over the popping crease. And he was found just short in the end. Huge wicket for the Bande Amir Dragons. Huge loss for the GP Eagles. He's such a huge player, is Stanikzai. What can he do? Can he take advantage of this fast start? 5 bowled, 49 for 1.
Well, welcome back here now. The Paragon Dragons and this unbelievable contest with the Kabul Eagles here. 49 for 1. They've won the power play. They've done that. The Kabul Eagles, they're well on the way, chasing down this big total. But yet, their best bowlers haven't been bowled yet by the Paragon Dragons there. So let's go. 6th over, the last over of the power play. Dean Jones and Ed Ransford with you.
Mr. Hashmi, the owner of One TV, sitting next to Atif Michel, the chairman of the Afghanistan Cricket Board. It's a partnership that's come together and is showing you these pictures of live cricket of the Shpageeza Cricket League 2017.
Down the ground, what a beautiful shot. What a beautiful, clean cricket shot that was. It wasn't a T20 smash. Hit it on the up.
Could this be the first chase? A successful chase over 180 in this tournament, in this 5th edition, while they're on their way.
They had to take it. Lashgari just worried about his copping one here. Ramps it down to third man. Look, if you're going to chase a total of 182, well, this is the start you want. After 10 overs, Paragon Dragons was 77 for 1. Fahim Hashimi, ITV president there in the middle there. So everyone's sitting back or thinking, oh, the Kabul Eagles have got this, but good start. But the Paragon Dragons have yet to bowl Rashid Khan. And as we all thought before this match, Rashid Khan gets wickets here, I think the Paragon Dragons will win. But if Rashid Khan doesn't get wickets, well, I think it will be the other way. Quick single, they make it easy. Good response, good batting.
Yeah. And he's had 2 off games leading up to this particular encounter with the Kabul Eagles. And so you expect him to bounce well. Now he has to bounce back. And if he does bounce back, I mean, it's going to be very difficult. Tendai Chatara has been good in the first power play in previous games. Today, unfortunately, he has taken to the sword a little bit. And that was generally the partnership. A really good start with the ball in the beginning, and then middle to the end bit would be good for Rashid Khan. Big shot through the leg side, just the one.
Well, I think your last line of defence as well as is your fielding team, and it's going to come down to who fields well here. I know a wonderful start by Karim Sadiq, but just little silly mistakes by plonking your bat down that last run out. It just tears your hair out as a coach and a fan of the Kabul Eagles. You just can't make the schoolboy errors. Knows the call there. So that should complete the power play, folks. The Eagles are 56 for 1. Well, it's the highest power play score for the Eagles. That augurs well because they've already won 4 games out of 6 with the other scores there. So it goes to show they've got some very good middle order batsmen who can whack it to all parts. Ashkar's a big hitter, of course. Hashmat can go big. They're down at 5 and 6. We still don't know about whether or not they've got any bangers or hammers, some of the guys call it this day and age. So Shahudullah coming on. He also has had a wonderful Shpageeza Cricket League. He's made heaps of runs, and also the fact he's taken 8 wickets, folks. So he's up there, I think, with Karim Sadiq. Chance for the player of the tournament. Look, they might get 2 here if they run the first one hard. They won't get them. Good running. Good running by the outfieldsman down there.
Yeah, his intent to get to the ball was very good. And so the batsman will always be in the corner of his eye. He'll be just watching it, how the fielder approaches the ball. Set off here quickly. And straight away it'll be a call of 2. But when you see the intent of the fielder, the last moment you just decide, no, 1 is the better call because you'll be short of your ground.
Quick release, wasn't it, Ed? That's the key. Get the ball in the air. Create an illusion for the batsman to think, oh, hang on, there's not a 2 there. Good batting. They're just looking to hit holes. And also what they're doing here, folks, is they're loading up their wickets. If they can get to the 10th over, just 1 down, or 2 down, they're well away on the chance of winning this. Because this is a beautiful pitch.
Curator, take your hat off to him. every single day except for one rest day. He's got the pitch in absolutely pristine position for batting, for bowling. There's also been a little bit of pace and bounce. Everything has been on offer for anyone who's willing to really hone their skills and put them at the test at the right times in particular games.
Well, he'll be playing on this pitch again for tomorrow, won't he? Yep, they'll be getting this one, the same one to be used. Nice piece of work there, and they'll get an easy one. And I know that. You know why? Because I asked him. So
well, there you have it, everybody. Dean Jones has told you the pitch we're playing on tomorrow.
Good ball, Chappa bowling. Well done, Shahid.
Desperation showed by the fieldsman. So they're quite happy to get singles at the moment, the Kabul Eagles. Very, very good cricket indeed.
Yeah, they have that luxury because of the start by Karim Sadiq and Maqsood. Just going at one stage, 49 after 4. And so now he can just play basic cricket, hit the targets, hit the pockets, pick up the ones and the twos, and the boundaries will still come. No pressure. Pressure's been taken off.
Oh, it's a high throw. Not a bad start there for Shahidullah. It's 62 for 1.
Javed Ahmadi. Datang untuk para balik lagi. Javed Ahmadi.
Well, the skipper, yeah, he's got the most runs in the Shpageeza Cricket League. And they'll only get one there. So now this game is just starting to sort itself out. Both batsmen trying to get 6 and 7s and over from here and load up the wickets and just have an onslaught in the last 10 overs, it feels for me. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Just one over at a time. Don't worry about looking at the scoreboard, just one over at a time.
But you lose Maqsood, you lose Tanasai. Who is your Najibullah? That 36 off 19. Who is he? Who is he for the Eagles?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the guy who just fielded. That's him there. He's had 9 catches for the tournament. Yeah, well, it's a very good point. Shahidi can whack it. Abdullah is not too bad. They're good strike rates. Omar is your big boy. He's the guy who can go big. Kaiba Omar. He's the guy that can go big.
Can he get it at 200% strike rates in the last 5?
Well, he's going to have to. And I think this game's going to be decided about the extras. 19 extras the Kabul Eagles gave to the Paragon Dragons. Big hit. Shpageeza. I knew it straight off the bat, Ed. He gambled. He backed himself. Out-executed. He is a tremendous cricketer, the skipper.
Well, the Kabul Eagles, they're on track to get to the final and try and defend their title. Big shot. Over square leg. And it's a wonderful swing of the bat. Look at that. He has picked his spot straight away. Azizi bangs 6.
How beautifully balanced was he the way he come down the crease? His head wasn't bobbling. He coiled up. He loaded beautifully. That was very good batting. And then gets one. See, that's really good cricket. Smart cricket. Throw a big punch. Get a jab. Get at the other end. Can't do any more than that.
You like your boxing, don't you? You like your jabbing. Big jabs as well.
Well, we've got Adam Hollyoak teaching us how to do that, or talking about it all the last 2.5 weeks.
Jabbing.
Oh, that's an easy one there. So that'll complete the over. 8 overs gone, 72 for 1. There he is there, Karim Sadiq. He's had a wonderful tournament. He's really been exciting. Got dropped from the national team a couple of years back, but with his performances here, surely he's in the reckoning, particularly for the T20 cricket. And now, is it time to bring Rashid Khan on or not? What would you do?
I would have kept him on, kept him away from the ball for another over or even 2, because that it sends a message to the batting unit. When does he come on? Do we attack these bowlers now and get as many runs as possible before the trump card comes on? But now he's showing his cards. He's going to come on now in the 9th over.
Look at those numbers there. You dream of stuff like that, economy rate. He's been hurt twice too in this particular series, this Shpageeza Cricket League. And so second highest wicket taker.
And he prefers to bowl to the right-handers, but he's got a right and left-hand combination now. He's got to adjust to that.
Got to slip in place. I like that. He knows if he can get a wicket here, trying to outskill the opposition batting. So here we go. The champion's on. Oh, and he nearly gets one through.
Good bowling, Rashid. Well done, Rashid.
So Asko just timing his run beautifully here. How will he play the leggy? Oh, playing a miss. There it is. All of a sudden, it's a different game when he's on.
Like I said, he prefers to bowl to the right-handers. That's the leggy. Looking to just feel the ball onto the bat. Just hit it through the offside.
Wow, what terrific stuff there is. Now it's starting to get a bit of grip.
It's buzzing. Fizzing. Through the air. Oh, and he's a bit late on that. Now what? Do you double bluff him with the googly? I think bowl another leggy.
Another leggy. Oh, nearly got it. Oh, you reckon he doesn't want to win this game, the skipper? He dived forward. Oh.
Leading edge. Actually off the face of the bat, just dropping short.
Gee, doesn't he want it? The commitment there by the... Oh, he's taking a bit of skin off that right hip of his. He doesn't care. He knows he's got Asko in a bit of a pickle here. And that is just great bowling. Now, well, it's got 4 dot balls here. I personally say, I'm going to say this, I don't think he's picking him.
I think he should block the next one. Don't go for a big shot. I feel if he takes the risk, he could get out.
There's the wrong one. Played it off the back foot. They're looking for 2. They won't get it. Great over there from the brilliant Rashid Khan. 2 from it. It's 74 for 1.
It's a One TV production for the Afghanistan Cricket Board. Dignitaries in the chairman's enclosure. I've been asking for a wave. Can you hear me, gents? Just give us a wave. Maybe a little one, a little thumbs up. No. Okay, then.
Yeah, that's the norm. Just like your kids and your wife at home, not listening. So, 9 overs now. They just pegged it back with a brilliant over from Rashid Khan. He'll no doubt load up now. He'll probably bowl the 12th and the 14th and maybe the 17th overs now. So now it's up to his other bowlers. Muslim Musab. Now, he's been also brilliant in the last few games. I thought his economy rate of 6.4. He's just got better and better as the match going on. So I think both these batsmen will try and target him. The match might be just here in the next couple of overs for me. Lose back-to-back wickets in the next couple of overs and are in a bit of trouble. So they've got to score over 110 runs here in the last 11 overs. It's 10 and over. So Muslim Musa, he's under a bit of pressure here, but he's bowled very well for the Paragon Dragons recently. But both these batsmen will like the ball coming on. Here we go. Nice Yorker.
Spot on, Dino, coming to the halfway stage of this game. 175 for 1. Paragon was 77 for 1, so you'd say even Stevens. But it's all about that 226 plus strike rate in that last 5 overs that really, really pushed the ascendancy for the Dragons. Now, like I keep saying, who could that man be if Maqsood or Stanisgar actually gets out? And that's what the Dragons need to be thinking about.
Oh, they should only get one. Ball gone from the wide Yorker on that occasion. Just looks like a horse race in England, the 2-mile race. They're just getting in position, don't they? Ready to put the foot down, both these teams. You can just see Askar Stanikzai. He is just a bit behind the run rate. He knows this, but it's only a couple of big shots away and changing it big time. So 13 from 16. I feel that he'll attack Muslim Musa. Nice width. No run there. It's starting to build up now.
Little bit risky there, but he's lucky that he's taken the pace off the ball as the run rate creeps on to 10.19 because third man is up in the circle. But what he did right there was just taking the pace off the ball. So if you're trying to hit that gap, you got no pace to use. That's the field. Pine leg also up in the circle.
Another very good Yorker here. And now pressure's on the skipper here. He's had a wonderful tournament, but now he just can't afford to allow them to dictate the terms now. Now, how do you stop guys from bowling Yorkers? Just maybe the odd charge him and clip him behind square leg.
Sweep, 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 ramp him.
And a chance for a run out. Oh, that's missed. Good backing up by Paragon Dragons. Oh, you feel something's going to break.
You can see he's apologizing to his partner for taking that run. He's hit it straight at the man. But it was the pressure. He was not even in the frame. And that's the pressure that's now beginning to grow for the Kabul Eagles. They were soaring at one stage and now sort of hovering just below the ground.
Could he have thrown it to the keeper?
Keeper was slow.
But sometimes when you realise that, you throw it to the keeper first, then the stumps. Difficult one, so it's a good over. Last ball. Oh, magnificent Yorker. Chance for a run out if he hits. Oh, just wide. Brilliant fielding. Great T20 cricket. 10 overs gone. It's 78 for 1.
Well, that's how it stands. 78 for 1, and they're 10 overs. At this juncture, the Paragon Bande Amir Dragons were 77 for 1, so nothing in it. Stanikzai 14 off 19. But Rashid Khan, is he going to be the difference? We thought he might be. He's created a little opportunity and had his national captain in all sorts of trouble. Required run rate, 10.5 to the over. They have wickets in hand, but they need this man, Maqsood, who's 25 of 23, Ashkar Stanikzai 14. They need to just find the boundary a couple of times, because trying to chase that down, and if it does escalate to 12s and 13s, very, very difficult, particularly against this man. Not picking him. Simple as that.
Well, we said at the beginning of the game that it was going to come down to this, didn't we? I mean, it's like the build-up to a prize fight. You've got the best bowler in Afghanistan and the national captain at the crease. We said at the beginning this was going to come down to it, and this is it.
Swung away on the leg side. That was the leg spinner. But there is protection out there, so just a single. It's just so difficult to pick. And not only one of the best here in Afghanistan, but one of the best spinners going around in world cricket at the moment, Rashid Khan. It's been an absolute revelation in all the 20-over leagues around the world. And the first Afghan cricketer to play in the Big Bash League. He signed for the Adelaide Strikers. He'll be going there at year end to go and play his trade there, and I'm sure he'll do really, really well on those quicker, bouncier wickets in Australia.
Well, the problem they've got here, the Eagles, is they've got to keep scoring runs. They can't afford just to let Rashid Khan bowl tight overs. They've got to keep scoring runs. And all the while they're doing that, these variety of deliveries are going to cause troubles. They can't afford to lose wickets as well. So they're just going to have to keep going for it.
Oh, I tell you what, he should have pouched him. He should have had him. It was a rank long up, you'd have to say. And Stanikzai played the right shot, but he didn't get all of it. Hit it too flat, didn't get the elevation. And the fielder out there, you have to say, should have done a bit better. He got a hand to it in the end. He was far too far in, maybe 5-10 yards in off the boundary. He knows that, Rashid Khan. And he points lamely to the fielder going, what were you doing? He's got away with one, Stanikzai.
Oh.
Really good stuff. They've been good in the field, have the Bande Amir Dragons, and the bowlers have backed them up as well. End of 11, 86 for one. Nothing in it at the moment. They are neck and neck. 97 in 54 deliveries. You have to say the Bande Amir Dragons were aided by sloppy fielding and sloppy bowling, and they're not getting that at the moment. Pulled away on the leg side. There is protection, just the one. They've been spot on. They've been disciplined, and it's taken some very courageous batting and very good batting to get the GP Kabul Eagles to where they are at the moment. And they need plenty, though. Just under 11 to the over. I don't think they can bank on no balls and free hits to aid their cause. They're going to have to rely on finding the boundary. And it's going to be very difficult, particularly from the end of Rashid Khan. So this, you'd have to say, is where they need to target their boundaries against guys like Muslim Musa, because it's going to be very difficult from the other end. And he's going to play his part as well. Very, very good bowler is Muslim Musa. Good change of pace, got a good Yorker as well. He's going to give nothing away.
So what do you reckon here, Camber? How do you play it for him? Obviously, the Eagles have to keep trying to score runs, but what are you thinking he can chase off of the last 5 overs here? I mean, you don't want to be chasing too many, because we know that Rashid's going to be bowling a couple of those last 5 overs.
That's too wide. Too wide from Muslim Musa. And he's able to get it up and over point is Maksud. Not a great delivery. Had to throw the hands at it at the last minute. But got it away for a much needed boundary.
He ended up doing well to reach that. It was on the verge of being a wide. Did well to get a bat on it, and well, it just runs away for 4.
Not a great delivery again. Full toss on this occasion. And the umpire signaled no ball. I said they wouldn't be backing on no balls. Well, just as I say that, Muslim Musa has provided a very wayward delivery. It's above waist high. It's outside the off stump. Not only has it gone for 4, but Maksud will have the benefit of a free hit the next delivery.
Well, haven't we seen some sloppy cricket today? It's funny, you get down to the semi-finals and you think, you're going to have the best 2 sides, the most disciplined, most talented. And today we've just seen sloppy cricket from both sides. Maybe getting tired, maybe getting towards the end of the tournament, I'm not sure, but both coaches will be pretty upset with that.
That's up in the air, over mid-off. He was up in the circle. And not enough on it to get it away for 4, but they'll get a brace. So 2 runs will ensue from the free hit. Yeah, I'm not so sure it's fatigue or anything else. I just think it's nerves. It was a change of pace from Muslim Musa. And Najib was able to get around and make the save and prevent it from going for 4. 49 of 43 balls, the partnership thus far. 37 of 30 now for Maksud. Straight out to the man at square leg. So it's a good over this. They needed it. They needed to target the other end from Rashid Khan. We spoke about that. You asked me as well, Adam, about the last 5 overs. What can they chase? Well, anything really, but realistically, 12, 13 to the over with wickets in hand, I think is not beyond the realms of possibility. But you would like to try and keep up with the rate, so you're not leaving yourself more than that in the last 5 overs. And if you lose a few wickets, well, that becomes increasingly difficult.
Wise words again. No wonders why you captained your country for so long there, Cambo.
Change of pace again. Happy just to take the single on offer out to the sweeper. So a hefty over that. Brings up the 100 as well in the 12th over. 100 for 1. It was the Dragons against the Knights in the initial game, and the winner of that would go straight through to the finals. The Knights won it by 24 runs, and they're in the final. The Dragons lost, and they are playing the winner of the Eagles and the Boost Defenders. The Eagles won that comfortably as well, and now it's Dragons, Eagles, and anybody's game. Whoever wins this encounter this afternoon is in the final tomorrow against the Knights. And it's so evenly poised. 100 for 1 after 12, 183 the target. So they need a further 83 runs in 8 overs. At just a tad over 10 to the over. As long as Ashkar Stanaksai is there, you feel they have a chance. Maksud playing a very good role as well, 38 of 31. Muslim Musa, well, he was good in his first over, but his second over, very wayward. Change in bowling. Javeed Khan into the attack to bowl his first over. A bustling little medium pacer. Be interesting to see how he goes here and what variations he uses to try and befuddle the batsman and pick up a wicket. They need a wicket here, do the Paragon Bande Amir Dragons.
Yeah, they certainly do. And one thing to consider here is, when does Rashid Khan bring himself back into the attack? He's got 3 overs left. Obviously, there's only 2 overs left, sorry, and there's only a remaining 3 from the far end after this and 4 from this end, so he's going to have to come into the attack soon.
Fine leg up in the circle, no damage done. Just be the single.
Yeah, we can see there that Rashid Khan bowled his 2 overs for 10 runs, so very economical as normal. Obviously 2 overs left each from the 2 opening bowlers up front. All of the bowlers only bowled 2 overs, so he has plenty of choice there to choose who's going to bowl the remaining overs. Swing and a miss. My word, he was looking to Shpageeza at that one.
Yeah, if you think Kareem Sadiq has a go at it, don't worry, Ashgar Staniksai can hit it just as far. And if it's in his arc, stand by. But on that occasion, very good bowling from Javed Khan. A little bit slower, a little wider, and got him to miss it. Oh, I tell you what, that's again a slower ball, and that saves him because he was down on one knee trying to hit it out of the stadium again, Ashgar Staniksai.
Well, a little bit of panic setting in here. We're seeing a little bit of gesticulating between the fielders. You know, fine leg, looking at the wicketkeeper arguing back, and sometimes it's not the batsmen who feel the nerves, it's the fielding side. They can start pointing to one another and worrying who's going to bowl the next over, where are we going to put the fielders. Sometimes it's the fielding side that can feel the pressure more than the batsman.
And look at the run rate. Just 3 balls bowled, 3 good deliveries, and it's gone from just over 10 to just under 11. Well, we've seen deception in the form of slower balls when you release the ball, but Javed Khan has decided that he'd also just mix it up in the run-up as well. He's swerved around on his way into the crease, trying to distract the batsman. Interesting little tactic. Let's see how it works now with Ashgar Staniksai back on strike. He's aiming for the boundary. Make no mistake. Oh, he's got that one. It's in the gap. It was an under edge. Didn't go all the way, but it'll be 4 nonetheless. So they end off with a much-needed boundary. 8 off that Javed Khan over. 13 bowled, 108 for 1. Well, they needed this. It was a good over up to then from Javed Khan. And he's down on one knee, heaving it away on the leg side. Finds the gap on this occasion. Nowhere near the middle of the bat. But that's okay. He'll take it. Going for the maximum. But has to settle for the Solariza.
Yeah, well, I think you'd probably take this 108 for 1. The base is there. Batsman on 28, 1 on 39. So 2 batsmen set. Probably not going to get a better opportunity than this to chase down 182, I'd say.
Wafadar, none for 23. Chipped away on the leg side, should just be the single. So that looks like he's all he's trying to do, really, Maqsood at the moment. Unless it's a clear-cut scoring opportunity, happy to rotate the strike and get his captain on strike, who's going to wield Excalibur and try and find the boundary. He'll know full well what's about to transpire, Wafadar, and he's got to be spot on. He's got to have all his wits about him. Make sure that he's spot on insofar as executing his Yorker is concerned, or if he's going to change the pace, make sure the length is right.
Well, I've got some news here for Maqsood. If he thinks that he can knock singles for Staniksai to win the game, they are not going to win the game. They both have to go here. There's so many runs, and also you've got the threat of Rashid Khan to come back. They both have to go, Cambo. It's as simple as that. You cannot be knocking the ball around for singles at this stage. Singles lose you the game. They both have to go. If one batsman gets out, then that batsman has to take the anchor role.
No, he's doing really well here. Wafadar. He's under pressure. He knows that if he misses his length, he's going to go a country mile. Had to deliver the Yorker and did a pretty good job. It ended up being a full toss, but you'd rather there than on a length. Yep, I'm with you, Adam. I'm with you big time. And you asked me about those last 5 overs, and 12 is probably where you'd be comfortable. But if Rashid Khan is going to bowl 2 of those last 5 overs, you're going to have to score plenty at the other end, because realistically, you won't be chipping him away for 12-13 to the over. Big appeal, but pitching outside the leg stump. Fine leg is up in the circle, so no surprises that he's trying to scoop it round the corner there and beat that man. And a strangled appeal, really. And they'll get through for another single. So this is a good over from Wafada.
Yeah, it's been a very good over for Wafada. But the Eagles really, they're going to have to hurt them in the last few balls here. You've got 2 balls left. You need a boundary. Can't just let overs slip by, especially with those 2 overs up his sleeve for Rashid Khan. They've got to make these other lesser bowlers pay.
Oh, he's gone straight down the ground. He hasn't got all of it. Just be another single. These singles are hurting. Have a look at the required run rate. It was a shade over 10 to the over. It's now 11.5 to the over. And that's what singles do. That's what Wafada is aiming to achieve in this over, and doing it successfully thus far. Really, really good stuff. 1 ball remaining. Can he get through it without too much damage? Can he just concede another single? Can he get a wicket? Again, it's in the block hole. And again, it'll just be a single. The pressure's building. 14 overs bowled now, 113 for 1.
راشد خان نظر بیا بالین ته د 15 سمه لپاره کپټن راشد خان
14 overs bowled, 113 for 1. Maqsood, 42. Ashgar Stanikzai, 30. Rashid Khan now is back into the attack. He wants to put this beyond doubt earlier than those last 5 overs. 2 overs, none for 10 at this stage. They have no option but to try and take him on a bit here, you'd have to think. Pushing hard, but it'll still just be the one. Terrific passage of play this for the Bundy Amir Dragons. They haven't taken a wicket, but they've really squeezed the GP Eagles batsmen.
Okay, Campbell, I'm going out on a limb here, mate. I'm going to say this over wins or loses the game. What do you reckon?
Yeah, if he goes for under 5, takes a wicket, big time. The question is, has he got enough on it? No, he hasn't. No huge surprise. Rashid Khan comes to the party again. How many times has this young man done it in his career? Taken a wicket at a crucial time. Ashgar Stanikzai knew he had to go, knew he needed a boundary. You called it, Adam Hollyoak, you've got it spot on.
Wow, it's not just the wicket, it's the wicket of Afghan captain Stanikzai. So massive, massive. We built it at the beginning, didn't we? We said, hey, this is between these 2 heavyweights. They've been going at each other like a world title bout, and Rashid Khan's got the upper hand there. Knockout punch, knockout blow. They need to stretch her off Stanikzai here.
Stanikzai gone for 30, 114 for 2. Healthy crowd is coming here to watch this must-win encounter for both sides, and you'd have to say Rashid Khan has just swung it in favour of the Paragon Bande Amir Dragons because Ashgar Staliksai, trying to play the pickup sweep, trying to hit a maximum, has perished. And Rashid Khan has got a crucial wicket at a crucial time. Shaukat Zaman, the new batsman. He's after it straight away. And all he can do is scoot it out on the leg side.
Well, I wonder what he's been sent out for, Campbell. He has not been sent out here to mess around. He hasn't even had a look. We've got one of the best bowlers in the world. He's come out and he's going to be out here. He's going to be looking to take him downtown here.
Yeah, it was Maqsood that played the last stroke. Of course, the batsman crossed when Ashgar Staliksai hit it up in the air. So Shaukat Zaman is going to take his first ball now of Rashid Khan. Not able to do anything, not able to get a single. What an over this is.
So hard as a new batsman coming in. He bowls flat and fast and he's hard to pick. With the field back, very hard to hit boundaries.
He's on the sweep. There is a man out there. They're trying to hustle, but won't be able to get back for a 2. Have a look at that. 3 runs from the over, 5 balls. The all-important wicket of Ashgar Staliksai as well. Terrific stuff from Rashid Khan, and he's bowling his side to victory here. Really is. Have they got anything left in the tank, the GP Kabul Eagles? Oh, he's missed out there. Full toss. He's going to have a shot at the stumps. I'll tell you what, if he had hit, Shaukat Zaman would have been found wanting, jogging down to the bowler's end. So a leg bye will end the over. 15 bowled, 117 for 2.
Long live Afghanistan, and may peace rule this world soon. So now, we've got a big crowd starting to come in. It's been a really good contest. Yep, it's the eliminator, preliminary, final. You can have all the different words, but if you lose, you go home finished. If you win, you play the Knights, and that's tomorrow, the big one. The final of the Shpageeza Cricket League Edition 5. Dean Jones and Ed Ransford with you till the finish here. And now the Paragon Dragons are on top, and it's just quite bizarre. Only 2 wickets down, but they have to get a wriggle on. So, Wafada. Oh, what was he doing there?
At the beginning of this over, the scores were the same. The Dragons were 117 for 2, and so are the Eagles, looking to try and play a lap, trying to be innovative with fine leg and third man up in the circle. But look at the run rates. It's starting to skyrocket. The Eagles are going to have to get their wings on.
They've got the wings on, but they're not flapping. So, Wafada down the ground. He hits that flush. He flushed this. This could be 4. Oh, fielding. How good's that? Absolutely brilliant. Asatullah.
Big opening batter, throwing the big mitt out. It's hit straight down the ground. The fielders are a lot squarer of the wickets, and here comes the drive, one-handed. Excellent work by the big burly left-hander.
And I was really impressed with Najib to back him up if he missed it. That's what you do, running in pairs. Very well drilled, this team in the field. Well, he's hit that. Has he flushed all of this? Has he got all of that? Shpageeza!
Shpageeza brings up a 50 for Maqsood. 52 or 42. It's an Azizi Bank 6. In the arc, he frees the arms and it's gone. Misses the length. Oh, and he's dropped it in the crowd.
Don't blame him. It was coming hard to him. Oh, he's inside edge. It'll run away for 4. That's going down there. Will it get there? Oh, they've cut it off. Oh, he wanted it. He really wanted it. And did they get 3 there, Ed? I was too busy watching other things.
Yeah, they got 3. inside edge and not enough pace on the ball for it to carry through to the boundary. There, just an off cutter. Gets a bottom edge, deceives the keeper and starts running away, but it starts slowing down now. Here comes the dive and restricts it to 3.
So, who can do a little Najib, who scored brilliantly, nearly 300 the strike rate for the last 4 overs for the Paragon Dragons. They need someone like that there to help out the Kabul Eagles. Gets a bat on a dot ball. Oh, aren't they very, very good for the Paragon Dragons?
Slower ball. Rolling the fingers off over the ball, over the seam, taking pace right off it. Nevertheless, it's 11 off the over. A ball to go.
Down the ground, he'll only get one. Najib, he's very, very good. He's the best fieldsman. Oh, they're going for 2. No, they pinched one. Well done. Terrific running. Good technique, and they pinched 2. End of the over, 130 for 2 after 16. Well, Chatara's been brilliant as well. Rafada's just finished his spells, gone for 40. Gee, Ahmadi, only no wicket for 19. Kamal, no wicket for 16. Rashid Khan's got 1 left. Musla, he's got 2. I reckon he's going to have to bowl 1 for me, and Chatara's got to bowl 2, and of course Rashid will bowl 1. Is that the way you look at it, Ed?
Yeah, Chatara's got to bowl now. He's definitely got to bowl now if he's going to bowl his allocation of 4 overs. And then Rashid Khan is probably going to have to bowl the 18th over. In fact, the 19th over, I think. And Chatara will have to bowl the 20th. That's how it's got to be stacked up. But those 2 overs that they're going to have to find from somewhere in those bowlers are the ones that the Eagles will be trying to target.
So haven't we got a game set up for you? Hoyt still away there. That might go for a biggie. Has that gone all the way? Yes, it has. A Shpageeza. What a start.
Doesn't start well, Tendai Chatara. He's been generally very good. In the arc, helps it along its way. Over the infield, goes for a Shpageeza. Maksud, can you see the Kabul Eagles across the line?
Oh, he's gone big now. This is someone out there. Does he get? Oh, courageous. Just simply courageous out there. He saved 2. Wow, he might even save. He saved 3. The ball ricocheted off the ground. Could have hit him in the mouth and saved 3 for his team.
If he ever wanted a game to see you through into the final, this is an excellent game. The fielding's been spot on. The bowling has been good. And the batting as well has complemented all 3 aspects.
Maksud's getting dangerous here. Oh, beautifully bowled. Saw him back away. Bowled the wide one outside off stump.
That's very good bowling by Tendai Chatara. He can see that he's going one way here, Maksud. He wants to go leg side. Look at that front foot. It deprives him of that width and that area to swing his arms.
$45 from 21. This is an even money game, folks. Only 2 wickets down. Again, bowled that wide one. He knows he's not that strong outside the off stump. Oh, now what has happened there? That is quite funny. He threw it in quite high, and it got into the way because the sun is setting in the west, as it does every day.
You reckon?
And he's just decimated the stumps. I have to have a giggle. Watch, he's backed all over the stumps. He needs to bounce it in out there, Ed.
Yeah, just the basics, so the keeper can sight the ball. In that regard, the sun is in his eyes. Chatara, 2 balls to close off the over. the Kabul Eagles. 2 balls to try and find a boundary. Try and bring it down to around 36 maybe.
Now, this is where Rashid Khan needs to speak to Tata, because he knows where these guys hit. And he'll be telling Tata where to bowl here. Slow ball, swing and a miss. Beautiful bowling.
Also very good from the keeper. Sometimes those slow balls can deceive the keeper and he goes for byes. There's also a helmet on the field. But excellent execution here by Tendai Chatara through the shot.
Don't tell me about the helmet. If this goes through the keeper's legs and it goes and hits the helmet, there's 5 runs to the batting team. Why they don't take it off, I don't know. Well, he saw him coming. Now, did he play a shot at that? Now this is really interesting. It might run away for it. They'll get 3, I would think. They're looking to come back for 3. A good throw in here. Now, well, let's watch the umpires here. Oh, no. He didn't play a shot as far as I'm concerned. The hands on hips to everyone. They've been asked, the umpires now, and it will go to an end of the over. So let's have a look. He's charged him. He saw him coming, and he's let the ball hit his bat. That's not even a shot. That is poor umpiring, as it's been all day. They've had a shocker today, I have to say. End of the over, it's 142 for 2. Hamid there, 41 off 18. He's saying, please stay out there, boys. He wants Maksu out there. Now, have a look at this. He played a shot at that? He has not even played a shot at that.
Yeah, mates, I think the umpires definitely got it wrong there, Dino. Will that be what gets the Kabul Eagles into the final?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Now, the great Rashid Khan comes on. Only 1 run down the ground. A lot of leg breaks here, I would dare say.
Good bowling, good bowling.
I think a lot of googlies to the left-hander now, Maksud. The leg breaks into the left-hander, that's into the arc.
He's got to mix it up. I think he needs to be brave. I honestly believe that he's got to try and get him out. And don't worry about containment here. I think this is what Rashid needs to do. Must get him out. Swing and a miss. There's what we call the ding-ding. The wrong one.
He's only going one way, Maksud. Only one way. Rashid Khan needs to be aware of this. Look at it. Only one way. He's already conceived the idea of going for the sweep, slog sweep, or swinging through the leg side. That's a cut ball.
Yeah, he could have easily cut that for 4. Surely he must be knowing he's bowling in wrong-uns here. Swing and a miss. Big one. Give me the ball. He said, I want him out.
Going one way, and this is where there's a top edge coming. Definitely. He is just trying to go one way here. Definitely not picking the ball at all.
Big, big, big. Gone. Terrific shot.
Shpageeza! The captain's happy. We're notching up 196 of busy bank sixes into the crowd. Maksud, you're playing a beauty of an innings.
Just a bit too full for it. And again, they're dropping another one. We need to do some fielding practice. He's looking to go again. Now, where's he hit that? It's quite hard to see where the ball is coming back for 2 at the keeper's end. Run out! Run out! He's done! Big throw, magnificent throw from Haslatullah.
Terrible running, you would say. Terrible running because the turn was slow, but the non-striker ran the first one because he wanted to get Maksud back on strike. 71 or 50, why wouldn't you? And there it is, confirmation, he's gone by a country mile. Has this now left A big hole for the Eagles to fill. A new batter at the crease, but an excellent 71. 150 for 3.
Well, I just love great fielding. I love great batting, but the throw from Hazratullah was just nothing short of sublime. He's hit it really well. He's hit it hard down the ground now. He's been pushed back. He's only thinking there was one there. Look, he picks it up off balance, quickly throws. Beautiful throw, bang, straight into the mitts, and that's out. A magnificent knock, it must be said, from Maqsood. What a knock indeed. Brilliant performance by the balls there. And Karim Sadiq is most appreciative of his teammates' efforts.
Right, 33. Off 13, who's at the crease? Kaiba Omar, your boy, Dino.
I told you this guy is a big banger. He is a hitter, and it can go big. So, now he's bowling now to Rashid Khan, who hasn't bowled a leg break for a while now. So, he's only got one more ball left in this match.
Can it be a dot ball or a wicket here? It'll be crucial.
Swing and a miss. What an over it was. Yes, well bowled. And I just wonder, has he hurt his finger there, Rashid Khan? He tried to bowl a big turner on his ring finger, and that has hurt him big time. So, end of the over, it's 150 for 3. I reckon he's ripped the skin off there on the inside of the finger. I know Shane Warne struggles with that sometimes.
Final delivery of his spell. And it was the googly. Wasn't quite played as well as he should have. It was the right intention, but just at the end of his spell, maybe done himself a little bit of a nasty to that bowling hand.
It's a concern for tomorrow if they get through to the ninths, because he's got a smile on his face now. Well bowled. 1 for 21. We're going to run out as well in there.
Right, Dino. Your two best bowlers. One is bowled out. Your next best bowler is bowling the 19th over. Is that the right call?
No, I probably would have saved him for the 20th over. Good Yorker. They're looking for 2. They want. I would have saved him for the last over, Ed.
Or does he go for 10 in this and leave the last man 23? And who is the last man to bowl? Oh, it's edge of your seat stuff. Don't leave your screens. Don't leave the ground.
Well, it had a chance here. Well, they need a 6 or a 4 here. That Eagles. Good change-up delivery there. Beautifully bowled by Chatara. Gee, he's had a good tournament. I haven't seen a lot of him over the last few years. You have, Ed. But he's got this. Well, he's lucky. Got that. Might have just got in there, but he's had a wonderful tournament. He's really impressed me.
For a fast bowler on these surfaces, yeah, you got to take your hat off to him.
Pulls it away. There's a man there. I look for 2. They won't get it. They're in all sorts of trouble now, the Kabul Eagles.
All right, 31 off 9. Can we get a Shpageeza here and push it down to 25? Off 8. Tendai Chatara here, bowling really well. 3 balls to see it out. Mental strength is going to have to play its part here as much as execution. Fine leg, 3rd man up. Point is very fine as well.
Wow, another brilliant Yorker. And again, this is why they pay these guys the big bucks. They know how to execute under pressure.
You know, there's still 2 balls to go. There's still 2 balls to go, but man, he's been good. Look at that. It's going nowhere. Can't hit that. But now is the most difficult part of the over. 2 more balls to go.
down the ground. Chance for Rennet. Rashid Khan with his hand. He says, hold it. I've got this. Well bowled, Chatara.
That's really good. Also good from Rashid Khan. He could have thrown the ball, but he knows that the leg side field is everybody on the boundary. Let's get the body behind it. Yes, can even see the man at long off also supporting him. Fantastic cricket by the Paragon Dragons. Now, 4 singles. Got to find a boundary. Got to take a risk now, surely.
Got to go big. Has to look for a Shpageeza. No, that might be too high. He's allowed it. Oh, they're looking at square leg. Oh, they're not happy. And that ends the over. Just 4 from it. It's 154 for 3.
Very hard.
29 runs left in the last over here. The defending champions, they know they have to do something unbelievable to win it from here.
Oh, yes, this is what it comes down to. The final over of qualifier number 2. 29 runs separate these two sides from coming back tomorrow and playing in the final. Here we go.
Hits it down. Great fielding. Hasn't he had a great day in the field? Hasratullah.
Responsibility falls upon all the fielders, but it's about who wants it more. Hasratullah has been excellent. Decision making, proactive in the field. And hasn't Rashid Khan also been good? What's the conversation there? Slower ball or a wide Yorker?
Oh, no, they're in trouble now. A little change-up delivery, and that just about wraps it up, unless there's a no ball. No, they're into the final.
Well, they're all smiles at this stage.
And I have to say, I'll be disappointed with today's performance, Kabul Eagles. Too many wides and no balls. There they are. The fans know it. They know how to do the maths. 4 balls left. 28 required. Swing and a miss down the well. He actually hit that pretty well. Only gets 1.
Geez, what game are you watching? Tino came off the middle of the bat.
Oh, sorry, my eyes. I'm 56 years of age and I've got grey hair now. I'm struggling.
I thought it was 52.
That'll do. So, to win this game, they'll have to hit the next 3 balls for a long distance. So, the final, the big final, it'll be the Paragon Dragons against the Knights. Change up ball and that'll do it. Let's give it as a wide.
Still has 3 to bowl. 26 required. Hypothetically, you hit 3 sixes. One of them is a no ball, a free hit. That's another ball. That's 19 plus 6, that's 25. You're still 1 short. So where can it happen?
Well, outside edge, it's gone for 4. They won't mind that. They won't mind that. It's just got over the short third man. Wasn't a bad delivery.
It wasn't. It was a very full delivery. Just a little bit of width just to get the outside edge. Third man is up in the circle, so picks up 4. There you go. What would you call that?
A helicopter.
Oh, a helicopter.
Bit of Donny in there, isn't it?
I'd rather get hit for 4.
So, change up delivery. That's gone Shpageeza, but it's too late. Too little, too late here for the Kabul Eagles. A great shot, though, by the powerful Khyber Oman.
Going down, swinging. Azizi Bank 6 and a Shpageeza. Oh, but what a game. That one was the previous delivery that went for 4. The next one has entertained the crowd. No! Another one's been put down in the crowd.
So the last ball of the eliminator. There it is. Pulls it away, and it's a big, big win for the Paragon Dragons. They're going to the big dance. They're in the final. And Rashid Khan, the skipper, is ecstatic.
The Dragons win by 14 runs. And they've just edged their name into the final place on September 22, tomorrow, Friday, in Kabul. For the final, spare thought for that man. He's been a talisman for the Kabul Eagles, Karim Sadiq, but it's all smiles for the Paragon Dragons.
Yeah, been a great performance. I just feel the turning point. Maybe was it that fielding for Hazratullah to get rid of Maqsood. Things are going Kabul Eagles' way. They'd be disappointed. Asko, he had a terrific tournament. He really did, the skipper. Tried a couple of things, tried a young kid today, bowled really well. But they win this match and have 14 runs. It might be the difference of those 7 no balls that they bowled in this innings.
Yeah, really good. And here comes the team spirit as well. Asghar, he's been good in the Shpageeza Cricket League 2017, the 5th edition. But here we go. The Dragons, the team spirit. The final conversations about probably how they've gone about their work today and how important it's going to be for them tomorrow. Some of the owners, some of the 12th men, some of the men that have sat out. But man, what an effort by the Paragon Dragons to bounce back after losing the first qualifier.
Well, as you can see the scorecard there, and they've been, look at them, they're all coming off. They know they've had a little bit of team union, and the spirit, the spirit that this whole league has been played has been fantastic. Led by Asghar, and these two teams really get on, and it's been played in brilliant spirit. I've been most impressed with this right throughout this whole tournament. And look, you have to say bad luck to the Eagles. They really performed well. They're pretty well organised, but the first time they got out of sync a little bit, too many wides and no balls, a bit of lack of discipline, Ed, might have cost them.
And unfortunately, in all forms of sport, there has to be a winner and a loser. And that's just the nature of sport, and you have to take it. You have to walk onto the field sometimes and think, okay, we've given it our all. It's either we come off and we win, or we come off and we hold our heads high and given our absolute best to try and stay in the competition. And the Kabul Eagles will be disappointed, but that's the nature of the game. That's the nature of sport. And that'll be the same tomorrow as the Knights take on the Dragons in the final.
There he is, the skipper, just sitting down, thinking about what has just happened here. Well, that means they've got to play 5 games in the next 6 days. The fatigue factor is a concern, I believe, for the Paragon Dragons. Let's have a look at it. Sadiq was brilliant as usual. What a start, 35 from 18. Maqsood, he was run out, unfortunately. That was the turning point for me. A brilliant throw from Hazratullah for 71 off 51. Asghar, he worked it around. He started to pace it, but just couldn't handle the pressure. 30 off 32 in the end, and a nice little cameo there. 14 not out by Omar.
The bowlers, well, Rashid Khan, just the 1 wicket and a run out, and 2 run outs, in fact. The bowling was disciplined. If you look at those stats there, that you've just got to understand and comprehend how well the Paragon Dragons bowled in specific moments. Forget the 4 for 40 or the 2 for 22. The rest of the men who bowled at specific times made it difficult for the Kabul Eagles to get over the line. Fantastic stuff.
Just 11 extras there, so let's just take a big breath there. And 182 for 3. Only 6 wickets fell for the day. 340 runs. What great T20 cricket there. The Kabul Eagles only getting 168 for 3. And the Dragons win. They're off to the big dance. They won that one by 14 runs. So there it is, the playoff finals. It's the Knights versus the Dragons, starting tomorrow at 11 o'clock here at Kabul International Cricket Stadium. And that should be the 2 best teams, I feel, fighting it off to win the coveted rights to be the champion team of the Shpageeza Cricket League. So there it is there, starting at 11 o'clock tomorrow, folks. The Wazizai Misanak Knights versus the Paragon Bandi Amir Dragons. Should be an absolute fantastic contest. So there we have the Paragon Dragons just having a nice chat to the owners and all the staff there, realising they've got a big day this time tomorrow. Will they be the champions? If they bring their A game, they've got a chance. But I still think Knights are slight favourites to win the big one tomorrow. Well, while they're having a chat, let's go to some of the highlights of the preliminary final.
سلامونه او درنښت د لوکوزي کولا شپږیزې سیالیو د نننۍ مهمې سیالۍ د پای مراسمو ته ښه راغلاست. د پراګان بند امیر لوبډلې ته ډېره مبارکي وایو چې پای لوبې ته یې لار پیدا کړه. د دې سیالیو مالي ملاتړ کوونکې ادارې الکوزی کولا، یونیسف، امریکا غږ، ون ټي وي، المصافي، مسلم یار ګروپ، پراګان، وزیرزی او عارف عظیم له ټولو ډېره مننه. د نن ورځې درانه میلمانه په ولسي جرګه کې د مالي او بودیجوي کمیسیون مشر امیر خان یار، د یک تلویزیون رئیس محمد فهیم هاشمي، د اولمپیک او بدني روزنې پخوانی مشر محمد انور جګدلک، انجینر صاحب نصیر احمدي د ودان افغانستان رئیس، د کورنیو چارو وزارت پخوانی معین جنرال هلال، د پراګان بند امیر مالک سمیم سلطانی او د جی پی کابل بازانو مالک نه دی راغلی. تاسو ټولو ډېره مننه، ستړي مه شئ، په خیر راغلی. اوس دواړه لوبډل مشران اصغر ستانکزی او راشد خان ارمان رابولو. راشد تاسو دی ښه نو څه وایې بالاخره له ټورنمنټ بهر لاړئ وم نشو کولی چې پایلوبې ته لار پیدا کوئ خپل هغه احساسات راته څرګند کړه.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. په اول سر کې ټولو مشرانو ته راغلو ټولو مینوال د سلامونه احترامات. واقعا لوبه ډېره ښه وشوه ماشاءالله خو کله کله اینډ کې دلته په کابل کې اکثره چې کله دوی واقعا چې راشد د بالینګ په ډیت کې ښه وکړه بالخصوص ما سره زیاتره ینګ لوبغاړي وو نو په هغه وجه چې دوی باندې پریشر ډېر و هغه رنج ونه کوو شوګین اصل حالانکه یو وخت کې میچ زموږ په لاس کې خو زه به ټول کریډ د هغوی بالخصوص راشد ارمان ته ورکړم چې هغه په ډېر مهم وخت کې وکټ واخیسته او میچ ترلاسه کړ.
اوورال د ټورنمنټ په هکله څه وایې وروستۍ خبرې د سیدي د مینوالو په تړاو څه وایې؟
مینوال نه ډېره زیاته مننه کوم واقعا چې دا لوبه په دوی ښایسته ده او همدارنګه هم دی خپل ټول لوبغاړي تشویق کوي د ګراوند په مینوالو ښه ښکاري. تاسو نه بیا هم مننه کوم چې راغلي په سختو شرایطو کې ډېره زیاته مننه تاسو نه کوم.
ډېره مننه.
تاسو نه مننه.
اصغر ستانکزی د پراګان بندمیر لوبډل مشر راشد خان ارمان. راشد خان ډېره مبارکي درته وایو خپل احساسات راته ووایه څه ډول فیلینګ.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. واقعا ډېره مهمه لوبه وه سیمی فاینل لوبه وه پرون موږ لوبه هم ویللې وه نو هلکان ټول کانفیډنس کې وو موږ همدا پلان و چې زه به خپل نیچرل گیم به کوو نو چې څه قسمت کې هغه به شي نو هغه هلکانو ډېر ښه ایفرټ وکړه تر اخره پورې که هم بیټینګ دی که بالینګ دی که فیلډینګ دی هغه ریزلټ تاسو مخامخ دی.
کریم ډېر ښه پیل وکړه او اصغر لوبه ډېره ښه مخ ته بیوله څه احساس مو هغه شیبه کې؟
بالکل کریم ډېره ښه لوبه وکړه شروع کې ټیم ته یو ښه سټارټ ورکړ او په میډل کې اصغر ستانکزي واقعا ډېره ښه لوبه وکړه نو میچ یې زموږ خوا نه اړولو خو موږ همدا کوشش وو چې همدې دواړو لوبغاړو وکټ ترلاسه کړو انشاءالله میچ به زموږ وي.
ډېره مننه په پایلوبه کې هم درته ښه چانس غواړو.
مننه.
راشد خان ارمان د بندمیر لوبډل مشر او اوس د لوبې غوره لوبغاړی هغه چا چې یقینا د سیالیو په وروستیو کې کابل بازانو ته لوبه ډېره سخته کړه نجیب الله زدران رابولو. نجیب الله زدران به د غوره لوبغاړي چیک له امیر خان یار صاحب نه ترلاسه کړي. د سیالیو ټراپي به ورته جګدلک صاحب وسپاري. راځئ څه وایې د نن لوبې په هکله یو ځل بیا ستا د وروستیو توپوهنې له امله بندمیر پایلوبې ته ووته.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. اول خو خپل ټیم ته مبارکي وایم چې فاینل ته ووته او بالکل آخره کې 4 اوور پاتې وو کوچ هم راته ویلی چې د 4 اورو کې باید خپله لوبه وکړي او یو ښه ټوټل ته ټیم ورسوي.
همدغه د توپوهنې ځای دی او که خوښ نه یې دلته؟
نه هر ځای کې زه لوبه کوم کوم ټایم کې چې موقع ماته میلاویږي هماغه ځای کې زه لوبه کوم.
ډېره مبارکي درته وایو.
مننه. خیر اوسې.
نجیب الله زدران د نن لوبې غوره لوبغاړی او اوس یو ځل بیا راشد خان ارمان رابولو چې د صمیم سلطاني له لورې ورته د نن ورځې د غوره لوبغاړي هغه چیک چې د دوی لخوا ټاکل شوی دی. ډېره مننه کوو. یادونه کوو چې پایلوبه سبا سهار 11 بجې د وزیرزي مسینه کتلانو او د پراګان بندمیر خامارانو ترمنځ له تاسو ټولو هیله کوو چې سبا سهار 11 بجې لوبغالي ته ځان راورسوئ. له ټولو درنو میلمنو مننه کوو. اوس لشگری صاحب ته ورځو.
سلام دوباره خدمت همه شما دوستان عزیز. داستان ما در اشپگیزه امسال آهسته آهسته به پایان میرسه و شما دیدید که راشد آرمان موفق شد تا اصغر ستانکزی را شکست بده و این شکست خیلی به دل طرفداران و حامیان راشد آرمان که به ورزشگاه آمده بودند چسبید. فردا قرار است که ما یک فاینال خیلی زیبا را داشته باشیم میان مستقیم و تیم بند امیر خاماران. در کنار من رئیس خان احمدزی چهره خوب دوست داشتنی و محبوب کرکت افغانستان هستند و معاون کوچ تیم مستقیم. قرار است که فردا در برابر راشد آرمان بیستید. میبرید؟
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم لومړی خو بس دغه ووایم چې واقعا چې د بند امیر لوبډلې د رشاد رحمان ټیم ډېره ښه لوبه وکړله او 102 اتیا پورې منډې چې دوی وکړې نو دوی یعنې ښه بیټینګ و په دغه وخت کې بیا چې د اصغر دوی ټیم ستانکزي دوی ټیم چې څنګه لوبه وکړله واقعا دا په زړه پورې لوبه وه خو داسې څه نه څه غلطیانې وشولې او هماغه غلطي وجه وه چې دغه میچ دوی بایله
صادقانه بر ما بگویید آیا امروز تیم راشد آرمان با 180 تارگت شما را ترساند یا نه؟ زانوهایتان لرزاند یا نه پیش از مچ پایان؟
که حقیقت کې ووایو هېڅ داسې کومه خبره نشته او دغه یو میچ و دا نن ورځ وخلا شوه سبا به سر نه ورځ به وي نوې ورځ به وي هر څه به نه وي او فاینل خودت میفهمی که فاینل بسیار یک مسابقه بسیار یعنی بسیار فشار داره سر هر دو تیم و انشالله ما مطمئن هستیم پیشتر به رزینی تو ما دو دانه شکست دادیم انشالله پورا کوشش میکنیم که در فاینل هم برای تیم بند امیر شکست بدیم.
بسیار خوب. نقطه قوت بند امیر تنها راشد آرمان میبینید یا کسای دیگری هم هستن در این تیم که باید اونا را کنترل کنید شما؟
فاینل ته رسیدل دا د معنی ورکوي چې هر یو لوبډله به چې هغه په هر یو هغه که په بیټینګ کې که په بولینګ کې که په فیلډینګ کې هغه ښه ټیمونه وي نو فاینل ته رسیدل دا هم دی کې به دا څوک نه وایي چې صرف راشد ارمان ته به دوی ناست وي په تنها راشد ارمان باندې میچ نه ګټل کېږي او نه تنها په محمد نبي باندې میچ ګټل کېږي یعنې دواړو لوبډلې هغه هر یو لوبغاړی چې هر چاته په کوم ځای کې موقع برابره شوله دوی به د ښه لوبه وکړي او خوښ به یم چې فاینل لوبه ډېره په زړه پورې وشي ځکه چې دواړه هغه لوبغاړي دي چې په نړیواله سطح باندې مشهور دي په سی فی ال کې لوبېدلي په آی پی ال کې لوبېدلي دي یعنی په زړه پورې لوبه به انشالله.
در مورد نبی ایساخیل بگویید آیا آماده است؟ از او احوال دارید؟ کجاست؟ اصلا آمده امروز که دیدار را ببینه یا نه؟ و وضعیت جسمانی، روحی، روانی و در مجموع روحیه کل تیم چطور است؟
صبح هم رای نبی ما صحبت کردیم بسیار خوشحال بود و گفت که پیشتر از همین مسابقاتی که پیش ما تیر کردیم یعنی خوب بیتینگ نکردیم و صبحی برای ما مسیج داده که انشالله فاینل این رقم بازی میکنیم که کسوری از این پیشتر مسابقات که ما کردیم با در لحاظ بیتینگ یعنی پورا کوشش میکنیم که فاینل تنها انشالله با میسینک ببریم انشالله.
بسیار خوب. به عنوان سوال پایانی چند درصد احتمال میتید که کپ قهرمانی پنجمین فصل اشپگیزه در دستان نبی ایساخیل و مثل عینک با آسمان بالا شود؟
از مورال تیم میسینک انشالله ما مطمئن هستیم که تقریبا 70-75% ما مطمئن هستیم که انشالله در فاینل برنده میشه.
بسیار خب. ما آرزوی موفقیت دارم برای شما، برای تمام اشپگیزه و اگر بگوییم برای تمام تیم مثل عینک خفه میشه راشد آرمان، برای هر کسی که خوبتر بازی کنه ما آرزوی موفقیت دارم و امیدوار هستم که او پیروز باشه.
سلامت باشین و تشکر از شما و تشکر از همین بچه امنیتی که از دمیجه که امنیت گرفته و انشالله خدا کنه که سبا روز جمعه بخیر تیر شود و بسیار یک اشپگیز بسیار خوب بود و انشالله با حال ما منتظر هستیم که این سال برای اشپگیزه باز منتظر میشم. بسیار تشکر. سلامت باشین.
زنده باشید. تشکر از شما. آرزوی موفقیت. بخیر باشید. تشکر از شما دوستان عزیز تا این لحظه با الکوزای کولا اشپگیزه کرکت لیگ همراه بودید و من آرزوی موفقیت دارم برای تمام شما دوستان عزیز. بسیار خوشحال هستیم که نزدیک به 10-12 روز را لحظات خوب، خوش و فراوانی را برای شما آماده کردیم. من امیدوار هستم که فردا رأس ساعت 10 با شبکه تلویزیونی یک همراه باشید تا ما به صورت لایو یعنی همون زنده و اچ دی در خدمتتان باشیم و آخرین رقابت پنجمین فصل اشپگیزه را تقدیمتان کنیم. مساینک و بند امیر خاماران، هوادار هر کدامشان هستید، فردا خودتان را برسانید به استادیوم بین المللی کرکت برد افغانستان شهر کابل. خدا نگهدار تا دیداری دیگر چند لحظه بعد خبرهای ما.
د شپږیزې لیگ ملاتړ کوونکي
عزیزی بانک د ټولو د اعتماد وړ بانک
او
MKN په هر ځای کې له تاسو سره.
This is Karwan University.
inside edge down.